Hey, Sunshine Monie with the affirmations
peace,
to enjoy your day with.
Sunshine Monie.
You are listening to Chakra Reading.
I came through with intentions of destruction. You said you wanted freedom, well it's me then that you wanted. I moved in gratitude as my soul was being summoned. The consciousness has returned, Christ is really coming. I make these flows for the souls that's rich in indigo. I made some goals for they glow since they was embryos. Access the records, they lectures, keep your principles. Enemies infect you, don't let them reach your pinnacles. Reversing curses that's embedded in religion. They wound up in your soul, that's why you feel tension. I'm remixing declensions before Sumerians existed. It's something in the water, don't get caught, you'll get acidic. I bury enemies, pay pinnacles to the witness. You say my name in threes, I appear in your vision. Write Iliads in me, I'm the witcher in your system. Silly as can be, there's no opposite in infinite. I'm the goddess of crossroads, touching all directions. With the skull and crossbones that call to the vexes. I applaud the protectors, I'm the god of inflection. They see the demon in me and still pause the respecters. I need no translation, vibrating from universe. My throat mansplaining while my yoni do the work. Mask off, crowns on, bombshell on all the arts. Mask off, crowns on, bombshell on all the arcs. Mask off, crowns on, bombshell on all the arcs. Mask off, crowns on, bombshell on all the arcs.
Ain't not seven profit, move like the full winds do. My energy is useful, my thoughts are old school. So I move with a vibe slim. Say I'm sexy, haircut like Anita Baker, real lovely. Caught up in the rapture, it's kinda risque. Kisses and faces on public is real frisky. Touche.
You are listening to Chakra Music.
Mask off.
Leo, Virgo, Venus, bloodline. I'm Virgo sunshine. I'm here for a fun time. Venus is aligned and she adding to the drum line. I came through like a cannon, Vedic Leo like a wrecking ball. I can buy my own flowers to the one who owns my heart. Acts of service and inclusion makes you worth it. Ain't gotta be perfect, but confusion makes me lose circuit. I live in passion, romantic gestures and creative action. I pay attention to detail and reciprocate my attraction. I got goals and I hope that yours are adjacent. I love to take you places, shaking hands in same places. Be my partner for the ages, I hope you stay a while. I'm known for overthinking, but assurance calms me down. I like affection, you and I moving in one direction. Love and correction, cause you care about how I'm stepping. You pay attention and you adding into my ambiance. Assisting with my confidants, my other half, my confidant. Someone I be learning from, exercise a discipline. Hey universe, bring me a God who can go within. Secure with me showing skin, I prefer chiffon and satin. Help me run the jewels, rapping copper on El Dragons. What he says, he makes it happen. Manifesting with his chakras. I serve and support together. Who gon' stop us? We magic. I know I get wrapped up in intellect. It's a habit. Materialize and move to the next. I need balance. Bring me a God that's intimate. Emotion set on sentiment. With patience, I know he's heaven sent. I like communication, boundaries and expectations. Check-ins on occasion. Growing on the same pages. Controlling our stimulation with infinite vibrations. Be my friend, be my friend. Bust down jokes with my folks. If you blend, then we win. We safe spaces, gate makers, celestial note takers. Be on my level, knowledge of the flyers for naysayers. Virgo thoughts on my heart make me analyze. Leo experiences take them thoughts and then they amplify. The wands and pentacles bring big energy. He gotta have a big throne if he gon' sit with me. Gift exchanges, holding hands, and we create an art. A universe, align me a God that's gon' mirror my heart. Be my friend, be my friend. I'm loyal, Virgo, soil like a lamp to a gem. Be my shim. Be my friend, be my friend. I'm loyal, Leo, spoil, but I give it back times 10, and that's my hymn. Be my friend, be my friend. If you want me, then say it, so I apprehend and expend. Be my friend, be my friend. The universe brought you here, let the rom-com begin. Hey, be my friend.
This for the gentrifiers. This for the gentrifiers. Papa Legba, Yeshua. Ilegua. Come out. Papa Legba. Yeshua. Ilegua. Come out. Papa Legba. Yeshua. Ilegua. Come out. 'Cause this is our land. Yes, we was here first. They came here on a boat. They'll leave here in a hearse. They'll leave here through the dirt. They're going through the earth. We're channeling the ancestors to undo their curse. 'Cause once upon a time, we all could read and write. That legalese is lies. Strong men spell curse of ties. Strong men all caps disguise. They've gentrified our lives. We've redefined their sights. We've redefined their kind. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose it. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Yes, this shit is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? Play their game, but by our rules. I'm Queen Annie the Maroon. I am Queen of Donga. I am Queen of Zinga. I am Yenaga. I'm Carlotta and Fermina. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? I am a goddess. I am a priestess. I chant these mantras and they all repeat it. If we make a promise, this land we gon' seize it. Get vengeance for Mother Earth treason. Hey, the gentrifier. This for the gentrifiers. This for the gentrifiers. This for the gentrifiers. Repetition of empires. Invading land with gunfire. Slavery not posters for hire. Income not what you desire. Outcome working jobs for hours. Mindset waiting to retire. Never stop working for dollars. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Which ancestor you gon' choose? When you chant, they gonna lose. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Which ancestor we gon' choose? When we chant, they gonna lose. I mean. My spirit guides come in with that sin. My ancestors defend. I got that juice to transcend. I mean. My spirit guides come in with that sin. My ancestors, I got that juice to transcend. 'Cause I am a Santi, I am a Sata, I am a host, I am a homie, I am a Tamba. Yes, I am a Tamba. 'Cause I am a Santi, I am a Sata, I am a host, I am a homie, I am a Tamba. Yes, I am a Tamba. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When we chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor we gon' choose? Hey, choose. 'Cause when we chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor we gon' choose?
Mess with the wrong witch, and she knows it. And now you know it. Bounce your shoulder, feel the vibe.
I ain't stressing today.
Yo,
I ain't stressing today.
bounce. You negative, well, I ain't got time.
I ain't stressing today.
Yo,
I ain't stressing today.
bounce. Peace and love is on my mind.
I ain't stressing today. Hold
Yeah.
up. I ain't stressing today.
Bounce. I'ma tell you one more time.
I ain't stressing today.
Yeah.
I ain't stressing today.
Bounce. Watch my whip today, I buffed it up good with the shanty. Feeling good, think I might just pull up on my granny. We watch that Wheel of Fortune while we eat that church chicken. She tell me that she been thinking one day I'm gon' win a Grammy. I say now shout out to my barber, that boy on a mission. Got my line so crispy when I talk they pay attention. And my lady is so bad, swear she was born in her bag. Had to give her extra cash to go tip her beautician. Like how you look that good, I'm about to show you off, let's cruise up through my neighborhood. You said my partner tried to holler, boy I wish he would. You know what, I ain't even much tripping. I'm confident in me, so can't nobody catch me slipping. And don't call me.
Peace, y'all. Welcome to the Hump Day readings with your girl Sunshine Monie. Welcome, and happy Cancer season, y'all. In fact, let's get started with the astronomical report, because I did not do today's mathematics, and my bad. In fact, I'll do it after this because I do still like to have it up there for the people in the back. They like to watch me out of date. So today we start off with 7, 18, 8, This is the month of 7. This is the Libra scales, finding balance, harmony, justice, and fairness in our space. Dealing with the Libra scales of the facets of self and our interpersonal relationships is on the forefront. 7 in the supreme mathematics deals with the number of God. And this is really a lot of going inward to express it in an outward emotion. We're dealing with the day of 18, 1 and 8. That's knowledge and building and destruction. I like 18 because 18 deals with both sides of the solar plexus chakra, which is the one being the Aries energy. That is the internal side of the solar plexus chakra. August 14th. Okay, Leo, hold on a second. Tell me what year you were born in so I can give you your life path number. I need to know your year too, beloved. But yeah, so 18 deals with that Aries Ogun energy, that new beginnings. You know, the gut controls the mind. So when the gut tells, you know, you got your intuition, your anger, your motivation, your excitedness, your fear, that fight or flight mode, etc., etc. That all comes from the gut. The gut is the solar plexus. That's your sun. We know the sun is the center of the solar plexus. The sun is the center, it's the light. Everything starts with the light and the thought. The light moves way faster than the actual physical action of it, right? So we have the gut that talks to the mind, brings new beginnings to the mind. Because whenever the gut tells the mind something happens, new beginnings, new things happen. So then we have the 8, which is Scorpius. That's the external side of the solar plexus chakra. So while the gut is, you know, giving that thing, that thought, that light or whatever, the Scorpius is the water, which is the manipulation of the things that have to happen in the way to things. This is when you start to execute, you start to build and destroy, transformations occur, you know, standing on your empowerment. How strong you are in your solar plexus chakra shows and is expressed by, you know, how well you express that Aries Ogun energy. Some people have overactive solar plexus chakra. Shouts to everybody on TikTok. Shouts, hey, you said I can't think of a most appropriate or non-weird way to say this, but damn girl, can I borrow some of that booty? Thank you. It's all right. It's not inappropriate at all. You definitely can have some because it be hurting my back. People pay for that. If anyone ever told you differently, tell the fuck over. Stop being jealous bitches for real. Thank you. I had it all my life. I had the fight. But yeah, so that 1 and 8, that's the solar plexus chakra, and how well you express that 8, that Scorpius energy, is determined by, you know, how balanced you are in your solar plexus chakra. You got some folks that's overactive in the solar plexus chakra to where they need to control other people. They always yelling and shouting to be heard. They're constantly enforcing their solar plexus chakra on people. You know, those are the people with the overactive energy in that solar plexus chakra. We give them grace and space because they have to learn how to bring it to an equilibrium, and that's what a lot of their experiences bring to them. And if they're not aware of their energy, they usually fall into that space of, I don't know why everybody reacts to me like this. I don't know, blah, 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 blah. And people just da-da-da. And I'm direct and I'm da-da. Yeah, you have an overactive solar plexus chakra, and you're getting the equal opposite energy to help you find an equilibrium to that. But, you know, if you don't want it, you don't want it. And then you have people with the underactive solar plexus chakra, which to me, in my mindset, is the majority of society. Because if we had an equal solar plexus chakra, we wouldn't be going through a lot of the things that we allow ourselves to go through in this society, with this government, with these corporations. A lot of y'all are miserable. A lot of y'all do spend 40 to 80 hours a week. You didn't miss nothing yet. You ain't missed nothing yet, love. Welcome. A lot of y'all spend 40 to 80 hours a week doing shit y'all don't want to do because somebody taught you that you're supposed to do it. So a lot of people don't have equal solar plexus chakra. And shouts to the ones that do, that say, fuck this, I'm gonna do what I want to do. You guys are true inspiration and aspiration. Like I am straight as fuck. And that was an interesting one. I'm like, how do I compliment that? Thank you. I appreciate it. You said yes. Yeah, Bilal. A lot of people have an underactive solar plexus chakra and they don't want to talk about it. They would rather sit there and blame other people. Oh, the white man got his foot on my neck. Oh, the government, this, corporations, that. No, it's you, baby. Your solar plexus chakra sucks. And you're allowing other people to tell you what to do because you're scared to do what you want to do. And that's okay. You know, these people got a chokehold on a lot of the things that we think they have in their control, but they really don't. The Federal Reserve Note is definitely an overactive solar plexus chakra organization, and they control a lot of shit. And a lot of people underneath them have an underactive solar plexus chakra. And yeah, Can you join? Okay, so while I'm live, because right now I'm on Plenty of Fish, but I'm also on you. This is my podcast. Plenty of Fish, y'all in the y'all backstage. I'm sorry, love, y'all backstage. So while I'm doing my podcast, I don't let people on. But once I'm done my podcast and I close that joint out, then it's fair game. Y'all could pull right on up. Because I be trying to get in and out of here. I don't be trying to be here all day. But I do modality readings. Once I get done the modality reading, you can come up for your card reading. All right, so that's the mathematics. 1 and 8, solar plexus chakra. Went on a tangent about that. So once you have your solar plexus chakra where it needs to be with that 1 and 8, you come to 9. 9 is the number of being born. 9 is the Cancer energy. 9 is, it takes 9 of things for things to come into fruition. There's no number higher than 9. This is the number of completion and wholeness and humanitarian energy and pursuits and stuff like that. We love our 9s, right? I love my 9s. This could be Cancer energy. This also could be Virgo energy of the harvest, Cancer energy of the womb. Either way, something is being born from it or created from it, and we give thanks, Ashe. So whatever you do with that solar plexus chakra today, you're going to give birth to whatever it is comes out of it. 9 also deals with the 9th house of Sagittarius, which is the oracle. This brings you to the sage energy. This is the sacral chakra, sensuality and pleasure. Also, generosity and optimism. So tapping into that is on the forefront. Okay, cool. If I can love you from a distance. I don't know what that means. What you responding to? But yeah, all of that is there. So that 9 goes into the year to the month of 7 that we're in with the justice scales and things, and that brings us to 1 and 6. So knowledge on equality, knowledge on what you want to do, being motivated by what you want to do and implementing that into your daily routine, right? So once we give birth to this thing after tapping into our solar plexus chakra, we're going to add it to the balance of our facets of self, and then we're going to find a way to implement it in our daily routine. Makes sense, right? Your moral and integral code gets affected by this. Your habits get affected by this. What you're listening to, what you're speaking on, what you're teaching, what you're learning about, all of this gets affected by this energy, and we give thanks for it, Ashe. So 1 and 6 come together and bring us to another 7. So we got another double 7 day. So it's definitely a big day on God, a big day on paying attention to the justice scales, the Libra scales, if you will. Paying attention to your interpersonal skills, bonds, and contracts that you're entered into. That's probably why I did a big, tip about the government and the Federal Reserve note. Y'all know that I've been really tapped into this month of 7 heavy with doing the Nobody's reading with my son. That's who y'all be hearing with me, reading with me is my son. He's about to be 18, so I'm learning. So definitely doing our last little bit touch-ups on how to communicate himself as a state national. We're not playing no games with these folks. Because, once you turn 18, there's going to be all these different corporations and stuff trying to shove contracts in his face, things that, got bells and whistles attached to them. And, they look nice and they feel nice, but we're not getting into none of those contracts because we know who we are. We know what has jurisdiction over us and what doesn't. Ashe, Ashe. So, so we're in that 9. We're going to take that 9 into the year of 8. This is the year of transformations, death, and rebirth. This is the year of building and destroying. This is the year of the solar plexus chakra and the, This is the year of occultism and sitting on your throne, being empowered, all that fun stuff. So we're going to take that 9 and we're going to put it into the 8, and that brings us to 1 and 7 again. So, that's our third 7. So we got 3 7s so far. Got the 7s. Ain't that how you get the jackpot on the penny slots? 777. So really tapping into your inner godly self, tapping into the Libra scales and the justice and fairness, and speaking on that is important. Overall, today is the day of 8. Today is the day of Scorpius energy, building and destruction. Standing on your solar plexus chakra and enforcing the things that you wish to have in your space is important on this day. We give thanks most definitely. All right. So let's talk about the astronomical report for today. We started the day off with an 81% waxing gibbous moon rising at 5:27 p.m. and setting at 1:45. Sagittarius, we were in the Sagittarius on the tropical, so our thought process is on that generosity and that optimism. The oracle stage, our mindset is on the sacral chakra. Meanwhile, our the Vedic and sidereal, we're in Scorpius energy. So in our happenings, we are standing in our power. We are building and destroying. We are in transformations. Secrets coming out, occultism, just really seeing like where people's heads is really at. Taking the wool off of your eyes, taking the rose-colored glasses off on some things. That's what the solar plexus chakra does to the sacral chakra sometimes, or vice versa. We are in the eighth house with it. This is the house of transformation, death and rebirth, building and destroying. This is the house of empowerment. This is the house of collective finances and all that. Now, the eighth house right now is ruled by the Libra scales, but right now we're in the Scorpius part of the eighth house. So just be mindful of that. Ironically, enough about that, he is a life path 7. I'm a day born 7, and he's like 5 7s. And this is the person that you were talking about last time, right? Screw the 7 day. I found out that yeah, you told me that. I think it was the last Humpday reading we talked about this individual. Peace to you, sis. 7. I mean, he helping people meet God. Justice for all. We are in the IC of it all. That's like, the fourth quarter type energy. So like finding nurturing in the Scorpius and in the sacral chakra. This is the solar and the sacral chakra. Finding that in there that's what we want to do, right? We want to nurture, putting it towards our home and family is on the forefront. Hopefully, listen, never mind. Sunrise at 5:45 a.m., sunset at 8:25 p.m. The moon is the Shubar at minimal angle at 3:49 a.m. The moon is 2.7 degrees south, conjunction at 4:22 a.m. The moon was 2.7 degrees south. We were able to observe that at 1:19 a.m. with a 3 degrees south southwest separation. Nas, to get to you, you said you were. Let me scroll up. You said you were 8, 5, 10, 15, 25, 7, 8, 5, 7. Okay. So you got 13, you got a karmic number. You're born in the month of 8. So you're born in the month of the solar plexus chakra. You're born on a day of knowledge and being able to like establish things with your knowledge that makes you walk in the power of your truth. So when you take the power of your truth and you put it to the solar plexus chakra, you enforce it. That brings you to a karmic debt number. You have to work on expressing what you know and standing under the things that you know, because you know more than what you're willing to stand under, which requires a lot of confidence. You know what I'm saying? So that brings you to 4. So, but how well you're standing under the power of your knowledge is what is the reality you're manifesting your space. Okay, so when you get to that 4, you're going to take that 4 and put it into the year 7, which comes to you from a 1996. So knowledge born, equality. So that knowledge born come together and make knowledge in your cipher. That born equality in your space brings you to knowledge of walking in the power of your truth. That brings you to finding balance and walking in the power of your truth. And then that brings you to the 7 of God. So you're going to take that, you take that 4 to the 7. Oh, you're a life path 11? Hold on, let me do the numbers again without me talking. 8, 5 is 13, 4 into the 7. Yeah, you're 11. Oh, I'm a life path 11 too, Fred. Yeah, gang. You're a master. You're a master of self. That's the first mastery number is 11. So, kudos to you. As you pour into yourself, it'll automatically become an inspirational pouring into other people. Having 2 1s is like learning how to be in your leadership, like heavy, like I self-law master is a big one for you. So yeah, coming back to that 1 and 5 I told you about, like you really want to get in the habit of walking in the power of your truth. Ricardo, if you're still here, let me know. I guess I'm not responding fast enough for y'all, but I'm looking at like 3 or 4 different things trying to respond to all y'all at the same time. So my apologies if I'm not. Raru, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, let me know what year you're born so that I can I could tell you your life path number. That's the only way I could do it that way. Peace, Angel. Thank you. The day it happened, Pluto was directly on his Venus at 1 degree. Oh, so he was getting transformations. He was getting the building and destruction on his heart chakra. Venus is the vortex at 1 degree aqua, and Chiron and Mars were directly on his moon. That was that karma. And Pluto has just been having a good old time bouncing back and forth from his Venus at 1%. 97, 1 and 6 is 7, 7 into the year 8. So we're bringing in solar 16, 7, 7 into the 8 is 15. So knowledge and walking in the power of your truth. Today is a day of 6. Today is a day of equality. Today, the 18th. Today is the day of equality, y'all. But I wanted to tell y'all about some of these conjunctions and things. I don't know about y'all, but my Cancer placement, that's why my Chiron is in. And I ain't gonna hold you. Cancer been pissing me off. I've been trying so hard to keep my cool. Like the shit that I've learned how to be comfortable with is starting to piss me off again. Anyway, so the moon is in minimal angle in conjunction. That was yesterday morning with the Shubha and Graphius, it going through the Scorpius constellations. The Shubha is the energy of assault and immorality. It gives off the energy of Mars and Saturn. So that's like heavy on the new beginnings, the violent energy, the solar plexus chakra of aggression, because it's being dealt with that Saturn space. It makes so much sense because, oh my God, my soul was on fire. My soul been on fire the past couple of days, bro. But yeah, so that's the Shubha and Graphias, that's Mars and Saturn. Graphias is also Mars and Saturn star, and then once you get to Ant Aries, you have reached the Mars and Jupiter. So it's like, oh my God, you made it. We're gonna give you. You're still in Mars, so you're still being motivated. You're still being ambitious. You're still going through the shits or whatever. But like, it's like once you get from Saturn with the challenges and all the shit putting in your root chakra and stuff like that, and then you get the Jupiter, it's kind of like you're getting the sonic rings. Like, oh, you made it. You are absolutely fabulous. It is not your fault. People are self-entitled and peace. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Kayshawn. What's up, family? Oh, the gang's here. Who, me? I didn't have a birthday yet. Kayshawn is a Sag, right? Kayshawn, you in December, ain't you? I think. My bad if I got it wrong. Anna, okay, so you want your life path number. You were born in the month of 6, so your overall theme is about equality, making sure that you have balance amongst your daily routine and your habits, being of service to others. Make sure you're being of service to yourself as well. Pay attention to what you listen to because it matters. You're very adaptable, even if you don't think you are. What you learning about, what you're teaching and all that, that's all on you. Now you're born on the day of 1, so 1 is a little tricky because you do learn how to be independent, but you more so want to learn how to be interdependent rather than codependent. So interdependence is important for you. But yes, learning how to be a leader. Thank you for the gift, love. Peace. Welcome, welcome. Hey. Is that my friend? Oh, yes. I messaged you on Instagram because I was making sure you were okay. I ain't seen you stream in a minute. How you been? When? Might have been last night or the night before last night. I had messaged you on Instagram, and then I saw you like my picture, so I thought that you saw my message, and I was like, just want to check on you. I ain't see you streaming in a minute. You okay? But yeah, so on the day of 1, it's like you learning your leadership capabilities, you being an initiator. I don't know if you be sitting around waiting for other people to be on your type time, but that's not for you. That's not what you're here to do. You create your own type time, and then other people are going to automatically follow, which might be irritating for you as well, especially with that 6, because 6 is like equality. So it's just like, all right, you got to learn how to compartmentalize different interactions and stuff like that. Like, certain people are for personal, certain people are for your purpose. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you want equality for your personal, but when it comes to your purpose is your purpose, and you are initiative energy. Because that when that 1 and 6 come together, that can put you in a hermit crab, because that is God, and God is required internally more so externally. But you want to make sure when you're utilizing that 7, you're not using it out of spite and you're using it within like the realms of like self-love, and I'm going internally to do some self-work, some internal work to make my internal self reflect on my outside self, instead of having the outside self reflect on the inside self and make you want to go in a hermit mode. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be mindful of that. You was born in a 1-9, that's knowledge being born. Everybody in the 1900s was knowledge being born. We was all about the knowledge in the 1900s. That put knowledge in the cipher, right? Because as our knowledge was being born in the physical, knowledge was being born in the cipher of the universe. Then you're born on the 8-3, that's 11, that's mastery. So you got a 21. Finding balance on that one. See, that's what I was saying. You got to find balance on that one. And the key to that is really learning how to differentiate between your personal, your purpose, and even professional, because you probably are one in your professional too, but that's still not personal. Don't make everything personal, because if you make all those relationships personal, by the time it gets to your personal, you're going to want to isolate yourself in that realm too. And it's not about you being isolated in that realm. You're allowed to have equality in your personal, even though your business and your purpose always has you in a space of leadership, right? So you were born in the year 3. Did I get that right? Yeah, 3. So you got that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay, so you were born in the year of understanding, emotions, and expression. So you take that God energy. You're life path 1. Oh, okay. So yeah, you really need to focus on being a leader and learning how to compartmentalize with that leadership. Keeping your solar plexus chakra and at a balance is very important. Do not cower to people, but don't be trying to control people either. And isolation is not the answer. You can't be a leader of no one. It doesn't work that way. You're going to keep being pulled into different situations that, make you there. Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, yeah. Okay, I was for some reason thinking Cancer. We got a Tyree when he's here's the Gemini. Oh, Cancer rising. Okay, cool. I've been good. I stay crushing on your face. Oh. How have your shows been? My shows have been cool. For the most part, I've been doing nobody's reading with my son about him getting in tune with his nationality and stuff. I don't go live with trading Forex, but we've been getting back into Forex too, because I need my pinnacles back. But yeah, so far it's been cool, especially with the humpday readings. Humpday readings is everybody loves getting readings. It's never that's foolproof. But when it comes to like nationality and stuff, I know that's not for everybody right now. I get it. This is me coming into my Aquarius North Node, so yeah, it is what it is. The year you was born is a 22, so that's the year of the architect. So you're born in the year of the manifester. I was born in the year of 1, right? Because I got knowledge born, knowledge in my cipher. No. And then, no, I was born in the year of 3. Sometimes adding is confusing. 10 and 9 is 19. Knowledge. No, I was born in the year of 1. Knowledge. I think I'm wanting to get a Synastry reading. Oh, yeah, sure. I'm with it. You're 555. So that's walking in the power of your truth heavy. So like being your unique self is important to you. Expression is big for you. Being adventurous and curious. Just remember to have like a sense of stability and balance in between. Hey, peace Adonis. How you doing, beloved? You was born in the year 25. What year were you born? And they were like 7 is a good number for you though. 7 is good because it's like I said, 7 is the Libra scales, and sometimes the Libra scales get you're here. Okay. Are you still streaming? It's like we have a tendency to allow our outside self, the outside world, affect us within, and that's not how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to be in the world and not of it. And when you allowing what's going on outside of you to affect what's going on inside of you, that's where we fuck up. It's supposed to be the opposite way. You said blah, no more streaming. I get it. But I mean, I always saw you streaming. You were already in your shit. Like you already was like, you be doing your photos and stuff like that. I don't know. I see some people that really just be sitting there staring at the camera, waiting for someone to engage with. But then I always see you keeping yourself busy in the midst of it. I only come on here when I'm doing my podcast for real, and then I'll be on Goddess's joint. You're a life path 7. Oh yeah, see again the Libra scales. Libra. So this is the Libra family. So what the fuck y'all doing? It's like nah. What's the how's the month of 7 been going for y'all then? How's y'all balances and stuff going? But yeah, so we yesterday we was all up in the Scorpius constellation with those Saturn and Mars stars, which makes sense. There was a lot of arguing and nonsense going on yesterday. Pluto reaches the max brightness. The moon in Anti-Aries, I told y'all that was then we finally get to the Mars and Jupiter. The activity of the Perseids begin from the Perseus constellation. Their max activity is August 13th, and they move at like 100 an hour. So, Kayshawn, I know you finna catch some of them Jones, but I definitely want to be outside camping. You said, oh, that name. What? Crying and getting stronger. I feel you. I don't cry. And I don't know why I won't cry. I haven't cried in a long time. The last time I was crying was when I had the boot on my leg and I was stuck on the couch. I felt so alone. I cried. That was the most I cried. I haven't cried since I've been in that position. I don't know why. It's times where I want to cry, but my body's like, bitch, we're not crying no more. So I don't know what to do about that. That name you mentioned. Oh, yeah. It seems very interesting what's going on around that name. Mars and Uranus are chilling with Algol. Yeah, I keep reading about that and sitting right up on top of my Chiron right now. Oof, power to you. Also, your Chiron is in Taurus. I know a few people who have their Chiron in Taurus. And peace to y'all. Having wounds in your heart chakra, in your space of value and priority and stuff, that's deep. My Chiron is in Cancer. So right now, the sun is all up in my womb. And I ain't it's not making me sad, it's making me angry. I'm getting pissed because it's like it keeps reflecting in my space, like these patterns that I noticed last year. And after a while, it became a funny game to me. Like, in my house, how people move when I'm trying to move. And I noticed that. And then I met a Pisces that wrote a whole book on it and then one day he said some shit to me. And ever since he said that, it replays in my head every time weird shit happens in my house. But he was like, he lives next to an apartment building. And he was like, I was watching the building. And he was like, when one person walked out the building to walk their dog, on the other side of the building, somebody else walked out the house to walk their dog. And he was like, and I noticed patterns like that always happening in this building. Like they don't know each other. They don't even know, but it's just like always that balance happening in this building with people walking in and walking out. It's always the equal opposite. And then like, as he's talking to me, explaining like the train, but then there was something else on the equal side with the train. I'm like, maybe and ever since he told me that, like, I have that replaying in my head every time weird shit happens. Like, every time I try to go live, somebody has to come downstairs and make a whole bunch of fucking noise. And at first it used to bother me. It's starting to bother me again. And I think that's because of the retrogrades and the shit that's going on. But it used to bother me. But after he told me that, it kind of made me like, okay, I feel like, I got a lot of Saturn placements. So, that's the challenge. It's how I like shit, how I like my order, my structure and shit. And motherfuckers is trying to fuck my shit up. Not intentionally, but like energetically, I get it. Yeah, we can just say I'm not fond of them right now. In conjunct my Juno, which is at 0 degrees. 8 degrees of Taurus opposing my Mars and Scorpio. Peace to y'all. I've been getting into my Akashic records. Ain't really been no room to cry because I just been letting my spirit guide lead the way and make decisions for me. And it's interesting the different like spaces I'm walking into because of you know, and it's just like, see, my spirit just be on the side, like, see, and it's like, it don't even hurt my feelings that happened, because like my spirit just been right next to me this whole time and I ain't been ignoring it. Do you know which degree yours is at? Oh, yeah. What else did we have yesterday? The west side of the moon, which is Crater Grimaldi, was tipped into view. Globular cluster M55 in Sagittarius constellation is at its highest point in the sky around midnight. Oh yeah, and then the sun entered Cancer constellation at 7:35 p.m. EST. So now for the next few days, because the sun doesn't enter Leo on the zodiac scale until the 22nd, 23rd. I know our goofy ass Leos, they already on that type time. I don't know, it's Leo season. It's not Leo season yet, chill. I just don't like dumb shit. I guess my Virgo energy has been like, like I just, the tolerance for dumb shit just like, it's not there anymore right now. But yeah, so with the sun right now is in Cancer on the tropical, the Vedic, and the Draconic. So we have our mind, body, and soul all in alignment with the home and family and the nurturing energy. It's definitely a good space for my water babies right now, for channeling and really following your intuition and your spirit self and stuff. If my water babies, or if you guys have any water placements, because I don't, only water placement I got is Pluto and Scorpio and motherfucking and Chiron and Cancer. And if you want to get into fucking asteroids, then we can go there. But that's all I got. Chiron is an asteroid. See, I had to go to that asteroid. I had to go to Pluto to get to some water. I don't really have no water in my chart. You know, I don't really rock with water like that. I'm all earth and fire. Got a little bit of air. My Mars is in Gemini. My North Node is in Aquarius. That's all the air you're going to get. But it's mostly earth and fire. I just have mine memorized because I love astrology so much. Yeah, like when you study it, when you keep looking and looking and looking, eventually, you know, it becomes second nature to repeat what you had. But I do want you to start getting into your progressive chart if you haven't already. So yeah. Oh, your North Node is in Virgo. Right? Hasn't it been getting annoying? Like, bro, I don't listen, I don't got time for the stupid shit right now. Like you got to get away from me. And then also, like on the Vedic chart, my Mercury is in Leo, so like speaking up on it and feeling it is like way stronger now. But my Mercury is in Virgo on the tropical. Only Leo I tolerate is my daughter. My son is a Leo. My son is a Leo. I'm a Leo rising, and my other son is a Leo rising. So Leo runs through our veins. But yeah. Even with my son, as much as I love him, he is a Leo. And he's a dog on top of that, which is Chinese zodiac. Dogs are very like, they're very opposite from me because I'm a Virgo horse. So it's like, I got to be moving. I got to be doing. I got to be shaking and grooving. Like there is no in between, nothing in that. And he's just complete opposite. He is the Leo. He's a cat dog. He is the Leo. You know, they be lax, then the sun rises and falls on them, and they just have this, when they walk in their power, they just have this way of just like gravitating to assistance and support, because everything wants to be pulled into their gravitation anyway. And then he's a 22 life path, so like he don't even give a fuck about nothing going on in this world. He's a master architect. He do what he want, and he's a dog. So he's chill, he's lax, and that should be driving me nuts because, you know, I got to work for everything I got. And he's just like, yeah, you work, so I don't have to. I'm like, what the heck? You're a Tiger Taurus? Ooh, I like that. I love that for you. That's nice. Them Leos, and my Vedic, my North Node is, my South Node is Leo. So it's what comes natural. My Jupiter is in Leo too, so this is where my generosity and my luck comes from as well. Is being in my Leo space. And I utilize my Leo being on stage. I utilize my Leo when I'm on this podcast platform. I utilize my Leo when I'm performing my music on stage. That's when I use my Leo. I don't really like to use my Leo in my personal relationships. I tried to use my Leo in romantic relationships. It doesn't work. Nobody really gives a fuck about giving me attention. You'd be surprised. Like, people will be complimenting me all day long in my comments and stuff like that, but then as soon as they date me, it's like, yeah. Like, oh, you just wanted the, I think guys talk to me just for the idea of conquering me, or at least the ones that I'm attracted to. Wait, I lied. I'm an Aquarius North Node in Vedic, Virgo and Tropical. Okay, respect. I think I'm still an Aquarius North Node in Vedic as well. I think I'm far enough in the degrees to be there on both times. Peace to y'all in TikTok. I don't know if y'all be commenting or not, because the way these comments are set up, they're not really they just tell me y'all be joining. So my apologies. In Vedic, my Venus is in Aquarius. That's interesting. So your body is in that detached. I was trying to research Aquarius energy today, because I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this. This is the only placement in my chart. I'd be lost in the sauce. It's the only Aquarius shit I got. And like, what am I supposed to do with it? Because, you know, Leo energy comes to me easily. You know what I'm saying? But that's not where I'm supposed to stay at. I'm supposed to incorporate that with the Aquarius energy. So it's just like, what am I supposed to do with this Aquarius? But then I started looking up different Aquarians. Like someone told me to look up famous Aquarians and just get a feel for their energy. And I'm looking at all the famous Aquarians, and a lot of them I don't like. They're weird. But then I realized the common denominators are fucking weird. And you know, just a little insight on me. My actual name is Unica. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but I break the rule in the spelling and everything. So it's like my name is definitely Aquarian. I really got to learn my degrees. Makes a big difference. It does. Degrees is the numerology around your astrology, and it assists with your aspects, and it assists with letting you know if you're on tropical, if you're in cardinal, mutable, or fixed part of that degree of that zodiac or constellation. It also helps when you want to get into Indian astrology, and you can learn the pathas that you're in, which patha you're in, because they're divided by the tens. Aquarius is weird to me. Big star energy, but my Sag placements temper that energy out too quick. Yeah, Aquarius is weird to me. It's very weird energy. I had never met an Aquarian I liked. I told one she was beautiful every day, but it meant more from the outside. Yeah, I think that's something that I'm moving away from, is needing that validation from other people. Like, I can gas myself. I think I've worked my way up to being able to gas myself. How is the spelling? What do you mean by the spelling, love? And I was just telling my homegirl about that, because I was like, yo, there's certain people that came back in my vortex, and I feel like they came back because now I've learned how to oh, you said how's the spelling? My name is Uniquea. So I don't spell it, because I've met a lot of uniques or whatever, and I've even met unique was, but I've never met nobody with my name, how my name is spelled. I'm the only one. I'm like a Tigger. I'm the only one. My dad named me. So my name is actually Unica Monie. So when you guys see Sunshine Monie, Monie is my actual middle name. Hey, Greg. Peace. You like weird? I like weird too. Like I said, I never met an Aquarius that I liked. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. Because, I mean, for different reasons. A lot is the Virgo energy I have in me. You take your Aquarius friends in doses. Okay, I have an Aquarius sister, and we have not spoken since my car accident. So it's been like almost 2 years now since we've spoken. It's just like this airhead energy that it just really bothers me. I can't get with it. I can't get with somebody who is not grounded 10 toes down in the shit that they say. I don't like to, most of the Aquarians I meet, after a while we get into an argument or something, and it's like, you're just I don't like to argue. Once I feel like I'm getting to a space where I'm trying to convince you, hey Memphis, once I feel like I'm getting in a space where I'm trying to convince you of what I'm thinking or where I'm coming from, I drop out. I'm not interested in this shit anymore. And so, like, you know, I just say how I feel. I listen to your response, and then I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? What we do from there depends on, you know, how well it goes. And so, because I'm more of a solutions driven person. I like solutions. I don't just like to sit and shit and argue back and forth. And I feel like that's what Aquarians like to do. They just like to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And they like pull shit out of the air. Like, bro, you don't make no fucking sense. You're just talking at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for that. I don't have patience for that. My little brother is an Aquarius. We speak every now and then. Yes, and the arrogance, facts. Talking to be talking. Yeah, they just be talking to be talking. I don't know what the fuck they be talking about most of the time. Now, I will say that they are loving people. Like, they will do for people and shit like that. But I think a lot of that comes from the airheadedness. You know what I'm saying? But that's not, you know, I don't hate on Aquarians. I'm trying to figure them the fuck out because that's where my North Node is at. I got a little Aquarius in me. That's where my dragon head is at. So I'm figuring it out. Am I still doing tarot? I didn't even get to the tarot yet, baby. Everybody in the comments, we all chatting about the stars and stuff, which I ain't mad about. We didn't even get to the 18th astrological report yet. But it's okay. I didn't say I didn't like it. It's just different. Yeah, it's different. It's just certain days I can tolerate it. Certain days I gotta kiss my ass. They're weird in a baggy way. No offense. They are normally very blunt. And I would be perfectly fine with the bluntness if it was grounded in something. But sometimes it don't be grounded in shit. It's there, you know how air is. You can't put air in a container, right? Air just goes where it's going to go, and that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? And in communication, because I'm a Virgo, I'm very big on communication. I'm a Virgo stellium. And even without me utilizing astrology, this is who the fuck I am. This is who I've always been. Astrology just gave me the jargon I needed to communicate that with people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big on communication, and to communicate with someone that's just like can't be put in a jar, has no structure to the communication or whatever, is very wishy-washy energy to me, and I don't like it. Like, you know, one day you want to do me a favor, the next minute you're in conversation and you feel comfortable bragging about the favors that you do. And they're not even favors because you offer the shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're very giving people, but the price tag when they want to flip the coin on you, that's what the fuck they do. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I don't like shit like that. I don't do stuff for reciprocation or whatever. I do like equality, but I will sit back and I'll watch you. You know what I'm saying? I'll sit back and watch you. And then I tried to date an Aquarius. I tried to date 2 Aquarians. Okay? I tried this twice. Okay? The one guy, he never fucking listened to anything I was saying. Every time I said something, I could tell he wasn't listening because he would always ask me to expound. Can you expound on that? What the fuck are you talking about? If you want to listen to a podcast, you need to play me on YouTube. I like communication. Are we going to talk back and forth, call and response? No? You just want to sit here and half-ass listen to me talk? Because when I ask you questions like, oh, what do you want me to expand on? What about what I just said? Because I used to just be in my head like, let's just ask him a question, see where we're going with this. He could never give me a direct response on what he wanted me to expound on. And I'm just like, so you're not fucking listening. So why am I talking? And then when we got to that point in the conversation, it's just like, oh no, I'm just and that happened twice. That happened twice. And so it will not be a third time. Most of the population has a difficult time with Aquarius energy. I'm just weird. I love it. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. You are dope. You guys are very eccentric and like to be rebellious and out of the box. That's what I get. Like, if I'm going to cherry pick with my North Node, that's what I would take. I would take the rebellious energy because I'm already there in my life. I would take the uniqueness and the eccentricity and the fact that y'all don't need approval, because Leo energy needs approval. They need people in their vortex to feel like a Leo. Whereas Aquarian is on the equal opposite of that. They don't need that. You have no aqua in your chart. Okay. Join the convo or don't. For real. In your tropical, you don't. So in your mindset, you don't have Aquarius. But in your body, you do. You check your Draconic chart. It'll tell you what's in your soul. All right, but let me tell y'all about today, though. Today, the moon is in Sagittarius. It's in Scorpius on the sidereal. We are going through Ophiuchus constellation, so we'll be near the stars of the healer of healers. So, check on all the healers out there while the moon is there. It's giving them that energy of transformations and in the oracle energy, too, and the realms of transformation, especially my sensitive healers of healers. They be going through everything. Palace is stationary at 3:51 a.m., which is, in exactly 3 hours because it's 12:51. So Palace will be stationary today, and it begins its prograde motion. Palace is the asteroid that teaches us about the genius-like qualities that we often overlook in ourselves. So, being mindful of that is essential. And Mercury will be at dichotomy, which is at half phase. So that's cool too. We like. Wait a minute. I like 18. 18 is a big number for me. My dad's birthday is 11/18. Both of my sons were born at 11/18. My oldest was 11/18 at night, and my youngest was 11/18 in the morning. So 18 is a good number in my realm of things. Where is my keyboard? Oh yeah, the Draconic chart. The Draconic chart is cool because it gives you a lot of insight on your past life and how it affects like your present into the future. As far as your lives go, you know what I mean? Whereas the tropical and the Vedic is more so focused on this life. I love to read Draconic charts. I love where they take me because I'm not just like when I look at stars, when I look at y'all chart, I'm a big energy reader. So that's really the main component of what I do is my intuitive reading in alignment with me reading your charts or in alignment with me reading the tarot, which I need to get to because we're almost an hour in. Well, not really because I did play music at the beginning, but yeah. But yeah, Palace is in Scorpio right now too, so it's in alignment with the moon as it goes prograde. So back to building and destroying, sitting in your power. Occultism is heavy. For my occultists, when Palace goes prograde, you'll see a lot of healers start creating better thrones, bigger thrones, secrets coming out about some of these thrones and what they're built upon. The moon has been beautiful. I send lots of love, energy, and healing your way, Keishawn. Ashe. 9 and 7 are your favorite numbers? Yeah, mine is 9 and 4. I get my lessons on the 9. 4 has always been my favorite number because it got a triangle in it. My sun's sign in that chart is conjunct to the degree. I'm actually about to walk into my Draconic chart. So my Draconic chart, my sun, moon, Mercury, and Venus are all in Scorpius. And on my progressive chart, my Mercury has finally entered Scorpio. My sun is still in Libra, but it's at a 29 degrees. So in like a couple more days or so, I'll probably finally be hitting that Scorpius energy. Now, it'll probably take till like October, November before I hit some of the degrees on the head with my progressive and Draconic chart. But I am really starting to have like my soul experience in my progressive. And that's tropical. That's what my thoughts. So really heavy into, imagining my past lives and all those things. You have heavy Scorpio in your chart. Are we talking about the Tropic, Vedic, or Draconic? Yeah, we love you here, Keishawn. We love you here. So yeah, Palace in Scorpio is wild. And it's in the 7th house. There you go. There you go. All my 7s over there. Finding justice and balance and harmony in the Scorpius energy. So you might see more occultism secrets coming out. Somebody probably come out with a gasp moment, I guess. None of these moments seem gaspy to me anymore. The 7th house is ruled by Libra scales right now too. So yes, some of these people that have been using occultism and all that stuff, the overactive solar plexus chakra, when Palace goes prograde, their genius qualities and stuff like that is balanced on that. And it's not about like karma as far as like being punished, because the universe doesn't like punish people, not intentionally. The universe just wants to create a homeostasis. And if you're out of alignment with the homeostasis, it's going to bring that shit. It's going to bring it to you. All right, so let's get into my modality, guys. We now have the sun and Cancer on the tropical Vedic. Oh, Biden has. I have not been watching the news. Shut the fuck up. Biden has COVID. Oh shit. Wow, niggas is dying in these streets. Listen, if that ain't motherfucking Palace and Scorpio, just one of them get shot in the ear, even though it looked like it was orchestrated. And you know what's crazy? So I was talking about that too. I felt that was crazy, and the timing was crazy because on that day was when Uranus and who else? It was two big planets that entered motherfucking Gemini on that day when my man got shot in the ear. It was Uranus and Mars. They entered the hold on, because I don't want to lie to y'all. But I know what I'm talking about. Yes, it was Jupiter and Karma, excuse me. It was Jupiter and Karma. They entered the Gemini energy. So Jupiter entered Draconic Gemini. So you know Jupiter is the generosity, the optimism, the sacral chakra energy or whatever that can go into a space of obsession or addiction. But then it can also go into a space of repression too. It depends. You know what I'm saying? So you had Jupiter in the Draconic Gemini, and then Karma was entering the Gemini constellation. So that's on the body. So he's a Gemini. So having that Gemini go through that Jupiter transit in his soul, and then so that was him not dying, and then because it's not time for him to die yet, and then Karma entering his body. Obvious. Very interesting. And then those transits happened about 20 minutes after that shit happened on TV, because it happened at 7:20, and I want to say him getting shot and all that shit happened like around maybe like 5-10 minutes to 7, so maybe like 20-30 minutes before that. 3 is a number of expression, so if it was 30, it was crazy. Mars entered Taurus. Mars entered the Taurus constellation on that day. So you got the new beginnings happening and priorities and in the heart chakra and that wealth and the values and all that. And that was interesting. Listen, me and Zeke was over here on a podcast doing the motherfucking, reading the Strawman UCC codes and all that. And then somebody commented in the comments, "What you doing up this late preaching that knowledge?" Oh, I'm doing my hump day readings. That's what I do on Wednesdays. But yeah, we up there talking about nationality and stuff, and then someone come in the comments like, "Man, such and such got shot." I was like, "I know you fucking lying." I know you weren't fucking lying. My heart is dead and black. Ugh, that's what Mars do to you in your heart. Mars should be because your Chiron is in new beginnings to your wounds. We're gonna transmute your wounds into strengths with Mars over there. You should be good. Oh, no, not retrograde. Not yet, anyway. Mars enters the Leo constellation on July 20th. That's something to look forward to. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I gotta check my information because I think I mixed some things up. That don't make sense for Mars and Pleiades to be at minimal angle, but Mars entering Leo. Pleiades is in the Taurus constellation. And then we have the full moon on July 21st. The full moon is at 6:18 a.m. This is when the Earth is between the moon and the sun. At 3:46 a.m., it'll be a 4.2 degree southwest separation. This is the buck moon or the salmon moon. My son is a salmon. This is the last regular moon, because the next 4 moons will be super moons. Mercury will have the largest evening elongation, which is the angular distance to the sun. Mars will be entering the Gemini zodiac. So Mars is doing a lot of transits. The constellation and so Mars will be in Taurus constellation, Gemini zodiac. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think I wrote on Mars a little bit too much. Hold on, I gotta go back there. And then Draconic Leo. See, this is why I reread notes, so I know what's going on before I do my daily journal. I gotta go back to that. But yes, let's talk about my so while y'all dealing with all this water, yes, super moon parade. Yes, the next 4 moons after this one will be super. He's only 26. Oh, balance on the equality. That's why all that stuff is happening. It's time for his justice. So we're gonna start with my water baby, since this is a water on the tropic, Vedic, and Draconic. Make sure my water babies is okay. That's the Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpius vibes. I know y'all on the forefront. I know it feels good to y'all. Y'all be careful though, because I know y'all like to absorb a lot of things that don't belong to y'all. And just because it's not people that are like within your immediate vicinity does not mean that you are not absorbing energy that doesn't belong to you. So you want to be mindful of that. You know, make sure the voices in your head are your voices and not somebody else's voices. Also, energy travels with you. So sometimes you be hearing and feeling shit that ain't nowhere near y'all. Be mindful of who you guys are having energy exchanges with, especially on the sensual, sexual side. Peace, God. How you doing, love? Yeah, on my water baby. So let's pull a card for y'all. Psychic healing. We got the psychic healing card for my water babies. There we go. It's mugwort. That's your herb. You see the little owl on the side. Basically what I was saying, like watch for y'all. See, this is why the card, listen, I'm David Ruffin, right? The cards are my backup singers. I'm an intuitive person. Just give you guys these for visuals. This is what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I ain't no fraud like the rest of these folks that don't know what to say until they pull out a card. Then they trying to read the card. I don't need to read the card. The card need to read me. You feel me? Anyway, so this is number 10, knowledge in your cipher. Moving around in that knowledge in your cipher is very important. All right. Yes. So be careful with the energy exchanges that you're around. The energy exchanges that you attract and stuff like that is important. Mugwort would be a good herb for you. This is aligning the moon with Neptune. Those are your planets during this space and time. When we got the moon in Capricorn coming up, it's going to be full, but the sun will still be in Cancer. So, and we'll still have, even with the full moon and Capricorn, we're still going to have the sun in Cancer on the tropical, Vedic, and the Draconic chart, because it doesn't move into Leo zodiac until like the 22nd, 23rd. So we're still going to have that 3-op. Yeah, you got this, love. You got this, love. So we're going to expand on that mugwort psychic healing. Again, y'all pay attention to y'all moon and its aspect to Neptune, to my water babies. And reverse King of Swords. Being empowered with your knowledge, still bringing you guys to a space of knowledge, being empowered with your knowledge. So it's not so much what you feel. We're not going to be doing too much feeling. You can feel things, but I want y'all to have intellect. I want y'all to have knowledge. I want you guys to know what's going on. So, because those feelings are going to come to you, they are going to be heavy. But like I said, you want to put your whole chart in the chat? It'd be just like that. It'd be just like that. This is a space of knowledge. You know what's up. Reverse 8 of Pentacles. Transformations and empowerment on your physical realm. That's what we want to work on. That's where we want to be. You know what I'm saying? When we, upright this King of Swords, we'll be able to upright this 8 of Pentacles, 8 being that number of empowerment and feeling empowered and forcing the things that you want in your space. This is still water energy though. That's Scorpius vibes. Transformations to your pentacles happening when you utilize that knowledge on a different level. Like if you look on this card, well, you got it in reverse. So let's talk about it. So when you get the water in reverse, you see how he's hiding behind the intellect. It's like a shield. So we're not really using it or whatever the way that we should be using it. Of course, the Pentacles, they don't really do reversal images here, but having a reverse 8 of Pentacles is kind of like you're not being empowered. You're not moving in power with that, with the Pentacles, with the things that are happening in your space. It's not in your solar plexus chakra. But when we move in that knowledge, we get that psychic healing situation happening with that moon and Neptune, that knowledge in your cipher. We start utilizing the sword. The sword is intellect. Okay? When we start using that sword of intellect, communication, it'll bring us to a sense of empowerment and really manifesting what we want and standing on our power when we do it. All right? And then we're going to keep expanding on that, John. Now we're coming up with solutions with the focus on. Hey, Deshaun, how you doing? Yeah, it's been wreaking havoc in my 7th conjunct my Lilith and Sun opposing my moon arising. You said fuck Neptune right now. Neptune is doing its best, okay? Neptune and Saturn is that, you know what's crazy? So my Saturn so I'm having my Saturn return on my Draconic. I already had my Saturn return in my tropical and my Vedic, of course. My tropical was amazing. I love the Saturn return on the tropical. Chef's kiss. I had an amazing time. It did so much dope. I wouldn't be here if I didn't do what I was supposed to do on my Saturn and my tropical. This is me being here right now doing this is one of the elements of that. Now, Saturn on my Vedic, on my body, has been wild because I think that's when the car accident started happening, was when Saturn started entering my body space, my Vedic space. And I started getting those challenges. I had my first car accident. I started losing all my shit, losing my pinnacles, losing all the material things that came with the pinnacles, all that. But now Saturn is in my Pisces space. And it just so happened that my Saturn in my Draconic chart is at a 12 degree. So we know Saturn started retrograde at a 19 degree. So it was coming from fixed and about to go into the mutable to get us out of here. But no, it is rewinding all the way through the fixed, kind of, sort of. So, 19 is my number, knowledge being born. And it's rewinding all the way back to 12. So it's kind of like I'm starting over my Draconic return back to start, which is so weird. Because like I said, my Saturn and my Draconic chart is in 12 degree Pisces. So it's very interesting. It's like we're going to rewind those challenges before we give you your Scorpio stellium and your progressive chart that's going to align with your Draconic chart. And you know what? When I think about it like that, it's very exciting. Like I'm getting the challenges I need in my root chakra on a spiritual level so that I can really walk into my progressive chart once it's aligned with my Draconic chart righteously. Like I do want to be empowered. Like this Libra energy in my progressive chart has been so like a lot of arguments going on in my head because I have a bad habit of creating a war inside to keep peace around me. Like I go along with a lot of things and I used to let a lot of people do shit to me, whether it's my mind, my body, my money, whatever. I would just allow it just to keep peace, just to go along and get along. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel that anymore. Like I don't want to anymore, but I also have to work on speaking up for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like in my personal, I'll just be quiet. And if it gets to the point where I can't take it anymore, I'll just ghost you. But I have to learn how to like talk. Like, yeah, they're going to say some nut shit back because they're nut ass niggas. Why wouldn't they say, why wouldn't a nut nigga say something nutty back? You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on that part of my space. Yeah, totally all the way down to fuck Saturn return. Pretty much my whole chart is mutable. Is my whole chart mutable? Nah, my Capricorn is cardinal. And I'm a Leo rising, so that's fixed. My Leo, my Jupiter, they're fixed. My Pluto and Scorpio, that's fixed. So I just got my Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. All my personal planets are mutable. They're all mutable. And they're all Mercurian. How's the sky looking, Kayshawn? So here goes the solution. Okay, so we got a King of Wands. You guys are going to work on your chakra, which is your wisdom, right? That's what y'all going to work on to help y'all. This is fire on fire. So whatever fire space is, work on your yod. That's what's going to help you with your knowledge. That's the confidence and courageousness and all that fun stuff. And then we're going to see what kind of what chakra we going to focus on. We got the Sephiroth. It's 111, y'all. You guys are gonna go on a quest. My water babies. A quest is on the forefront, y'all. And we love it here. And this is your throat chakra too. So like invocating a quest. Maybe you guys are gonna be summoned somewhere. Maybe you're summoning someone somewhere. We don't know. But you guys are going on a quest. At 1:11 p.m. I proclaim it, my water babies. A quest is coming for you. And you deserve it. It's going to put you in the space of the wisdom and the knowledge that you need to help you heal during all this Cancer vibes. And don't deny the quest. Don't push it away. Walk into it and have fun. And if it doesn't work out in the end, fuck it. Okay, time of plenty, 2-7. Balance on your 7, balance on that hermit energy to my water babies. This is a time of plenty. This is a time of abundance for y'all. So that's what I got for my water babies during this Cancer on the tropical, Vedic, and Draconic. So now we are going to go. Let's do my air babies next. Can we do my air while we in this water? So all my water placements said buy a drone. Well, buy the fucking drone then. You know that shit gonna be fire as what? Buy the drone. Especially now we got all these different like afterpays and payment things. Money ain't a thing. Get the drone. You be making dope videos. You might find some shit that you wouldn't have physically seen. Yeah, so now we're gonna go to my air. My air is my Libra, Aquarians, and my Geminis. You guys, y'all so intellectual. And in this space and time, it's like we're in water on the tropical, Vedic, and Draconic chart, right? And so while you may want to touch on all the air and bring intellectual energy into everything, everywhere, you know, in this space and time, you're gonna slow down a lot because you know water moves a little slower than air. 1, 2, it's time to learn how to feel. You gotta feel shit sometimes. You know, everything can't be like A plus B equals C. Okay, some things have to be like I just feel. Okay, I'm gonna buy the fucking drone now, man. It ain't about the money right now. I'm scared of what I may find. Don't be scared. Enjoy the quest. So, stillness. And while we're in stillness, we're in a space of Pluto and Jupiter. 4-7 is the number. That is manifesting the God, right? Materializing the Libra scales, the balance, how balanced you are. 4 and 7 come together and make 11. That's a sense of mastery. That brings you into a 2. Again, feeling, because that's all heart chakra energy. 2 is Libra. We're going to feel emotional stuff. And then I love this card because it has water symbols on it. It got a Scorpius on it. I thought I saw a crab, but I didn't. But yes, this is a space of stillness. This is a space of going inward, really tapping into your intuitive stuff. So it's not about how many books you read and who you can quote and what math numbers you can add and subtract. It's really about you feeling, you go into that spiritual realm that most people don't have the intellect to make sense of because it's not something to make sense of. It just is. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to expand on it to my air babies. The Hierophant. Seek professional advice. This is number 5. So it's like once you get this professional advice, you go to this guru or this senpai or whoever it is that you go to for this vibe. Probably even go to your Akashic records and listen to your masters and your teachers and, you know, spirit guides and guardian angels and all of that. And they're going to give you what you need to walk in the power of your truth. Because we know you move in the air realms of things, but just feel. Maybe a little therapy, a little counseling. Can't believe, gotta know. Right. We have the Hermit. Yep. This is spirit guide energy. This is going to a spirit guide, an ancestor, deity, that type of energy. That's what is pulling you guys towards. That's where y'all going towards in this realm of stillness. And you know, getting that Hierophant, that professional advice is going to come from a spiritual energy. That was the 9. So yeah, going back into the womb, feeling that Cancer energy, hermiting back into the Cancer energy, the home and family, nurturing yourself. What do you need to be nurtured with? You know, a lot of you guys know, but what do you feel? Because a lot of stuff that y'all know about what you need to be nurtured with is coming from indoctrination. It's coming from shit you watched on TV. It's coming from movies you keep watching, stuff you keep internalizing you think is yours. We talked about air heavy at the beginning of this, John. I think that was for a reason. You know, it wasn't to irritate nobody because I never come from a hated place. Like I got all the signs in me for real, just in different places. Or just, you know, standing on your standing. So as far as solutions come, we're doing Mercury and Taurus. See, more stability. You can't get more stable than Taurus. Taurus is the fixed earth energy. It don't get no more the wood don't get thicker than Taurus, okay? The logs don't get harder than Taurus. You know what I'm saying? And when you put your Mercury there, like I just said, stand on your stand on. Stand on your stand on. The Hermit card is also Virgo energy, so organization is key there too. So put in the earth where you at. You need more groundedness in this space. That's what these cards is adding up to for me. 5 of Coins is Mercury and Taurus. 5 is walking in the power of your truth. It's solidifying it. We're in Jabora and the Sephiroths with that. And that's in alignment with everything I just said earlier today about that Aquarius energy. Evidently, it's applying to all you air babies. Just really like grounding yourself and going inward to ground yourself. We're going to our intuitive space to do that. Honestly, we are everything and everything is us, just trying to learn to navigate through it. Right. We are everything and everything is us. Oh, we just like everybody is a snowflake with it. Like we all have, when you, first of all, you infinite of shit. So you could study yourself your whole life and still not be done. You can get into the asteroids, you get it. Ain't nobody even discovered the whole Kuiper belt, just like we ain't study all the lands on Earth right now. We didn't study all the tribes and the cultures. We didn't study all the plants. We didn't study all the animals. You know, everything has not been studied because everything is just so infinite. So it's like everything is so unique. You know what I'm saying? So you have everything in you. It's just such a unique pattern. Like what is you is you. That's why, like, when I'm not a fan of generalized readings. Like when people say, "Oh, all cancers are all like this. All this is all like that." Like somebody had asked me earlier, like, "What's the difference between a June and July Cancer?" And I'm like, honestly, you are you. You can have cancer experiences, but ain't no other cancer in the world having the kind of cancer experiences that you're having. Now you could say, oh, we all have cancer experiences, cool, but nobody's having the specific ones how you're having them the way you're having them because it's your degrees, it's your aspects, it's your houses, it's your asteroids, it's their degrees and aspects. Like you are very unique. It's nobody else out here exactly like you. Even if somebody was born the same minute as you, they weren't born in the same second. They probably weren't born in the same exact longitude and latitude as you in that very moment. You can't be, because no two things could be in the same place at the same time. So no matter what, there's nobody else like you. There's nobody else like you. It would have to have been two heads coming through the same coochie at the same time, which has never been heard of, even in the realms of twins, for some shit like that to pop up. And that's never happened. I don't think it's ever going to happen. You are you. You are you. And we are all connected. Growth. And this is another heart chakra vibe. So it's still coming into the emotion and the feelings I was telling you about. But yeah, like I said, you guys are used to moving in air, which is like super quick, fast, reactory, not much thinking, not much stillness going on. But now that we're in this water energy, yeah, it's time for you guys to get stiff, 10 toes down, grounding, really say what you mean and mean what you say, and feel it. Can't even make two people in the same place at the same time in the movies. Yeah, you can't even do that shit in the movies because you gotta have a cameraman over here and a cameraman over there, even for that to happen. So neglect on the 3-0. Be mindful of neglecting those emotions. 3 is understanding, expression, and emotions. When you start neglecting those, you are not standing on your stand on. Even though, like, air energy, like when you guys hear about earth energy, it's like, oh, I'm supposed to materialize, I'm supposed to manifest, blah, blah, blah. But if you're not being grounded in what it is you want to materialize or manifest, if you're not allowing your vortex or your heart to help you determine those things, it's not going to go well for you. This is heavy on the Taurus, which is the fixed earth. Hermit card is Virgo. That's mutable earth. You got the Hierophant. That's 5. That's getting professional help to help you stand on your power. And again, like I said, the energy you want to seek out is Pluto and Jupiter for this stillness. So check your Jupiter and Pluto placements. Jupiter brings the generosity and the sacral chakra energy. Pluto is more Scorpius and your solar plexus chakra. So that's walking in the power of your truth and then having that sense of wisdom with it. So we did air, we did water. Let's do fire. Where my fire babies at? So my fire babies, we all up in this water on the tropical, Vedic, and Draconic. You know, this Cancer water is all about intuitive, home and family, and nurturing, right? This is going to cause y'all to cool off. I know, you know, we excited about embarking in the Leo energy, but we get this 4 or 5, we get like this 5-day break where we're in water on all 3 charts. Is to really just cool off and relax before we get into fire, because once we get into that fire energy in our mindset of Leo, it's going to be a lot of reactory, a whole lot of responding, and not enough absorbing, or, you know, you're not reading before you respond. You're just like ready to respond. And that's what fire can get caught up in doing. You know what I'm saying? We don't want fire to get caught up in the responsive, the reactiveness, you know, and this can go wherever fire is at in your chart. It doesn't have to be your sun. It doesn't have to be your moon. It doesn't have to be your rising. It could be somewhere else. Like my fire is in my Jupiter. You know what I mean? So while the water is happening, it's cooling off my Jupiter, my luck, and my optimism, which I feel it greatly. Where is my optimism, man? Jesus Christ. But it's putting you more in an intuitive space. It's cooling you off so you don't be so reactory, and you can really, like, you know, read the room, have a sense of intuition, really feel what's going on, so you could be more nurturing instead of me, I. Okay? It's more like, it ain't even a we. It's like, what can I do for you? What do you need? How can I help you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A little bit of hermit energy don't ever hurt nobody, and that'll help you cool yourself off and get a sense of groundedness and stuff in your shit before we go into this Leo sun on the tropical. We're not gonna be in Leo sun on the Vedic until August, the like August 17th, August 18th is usually when the Vedic makes a transit, and then we'll enter Leo Draconic around the beginning of August. So the Draconic and the Vedic are starting to separate a lot more, because, you know, earlier this year, the Vedic and the Draconic were only like 3 days apart. But now the Draconic is like a whole like week and some change ahead of the Vedic scale. So our spirit is moving faster than our body now. At one point in time, they were together. Now spirit is like, I'm gonna get y'all prepared. You know, our mindset has always been ahead of time, because everything starts with the thought. The speed of thought moves way faster than our body. And now our spiritual self is, you know, almost moving up in alignment with our thought, but, you know, it's not quite there yet. And that's okay. That's okay. So this is for my fire babies. We got intuition, the sun and moon. Yay. Y'all need to prepare yourselves for the motherfucking eclipse. But sun and moon, we have like the full moon is going to be Capricorn Cancer. So that's like a earth and water. You know, you could be the fire in the middle, you know, get it together. You know what I'm saying? But pay attention to your third eye. Fire and water. I mean, the sun and moon deal with your third eye on the internal and the external side or whatever. This is the Blue Lotus 5, walking in the power of your truth, which, you know, again, when I be telling y'all, we're in the month of 7, it's about, you know, what's going on in the inside reflecting what's on the outside, and not vice versa, which the fire usually do be needing that outside to put inside. And we don't need to keep going that route, my fire babies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got all the elements that y'all need in yourselves to make y'all own fire. Hey, 19, how you doing? It's crazy because I feel the separation of charts physically. Yeah, I do too. Like, I really felt it when the Draconic and the Vedic chart were together, because it felt like I was meeting a lot of like soul people. Like, you know, yeah, it felt like I was meeting a lot of soul people. That's when I started doing my Sunday service really heavy. I think that's when we all started aligning on my lives. It's definitely around the time that I met Adonis. Definitely. Around the time I met Greg as well. And I really, you know, just started having more, you know, soul happenings, soul experiences and stuff like that. And I think that was the beginning of my Saturn return and my Draconic as well. So I felt that heavy. But I do feel like the separation now between the three, with everything being a lot faster than my body. Everything's moving a lot faster than the physical world. And sometimes that gets frustrating because I am an earth energy and I have so much in earth between the Capricorn and Virgo. that's where the majority of my chart is in. So it's just like it gets frustrating because I'm Earth, and it's just like why can't my thoughts and why can't the physical world be as fast as my thoughts and where my spirituality is going? And it's like it's not supposed to, I guess. It's a part of the fucking game. I was supposed to go to a music festival on an island and camp this weekend, but chose not to because of how crazy it is. The energy has been very crazy. Energy has been very, very crazy. And I will do a collective reading at the end about this full moon. I will definitely do that. Right now I'm just on this Cancer vibe. The Seven of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. So being reactory, that's what I was talking about. That fire shit. Y'all gotta chill. Fire baby, your fire placements, y'all gotta chill with the fire energy. When I speak to y'all, I speak to myself because like I told y'all on the Vedic chart, my Mercury and Venus staring Leo on the Vedic chart. So my body be on some. I don't know why everything get on my nerves right now, but it is. And I'm trying so hard to be cool about it because I'm aware of what's going on around me. I know Leo is coming out and Mercury entered Leo, and we're preparing ourselves for the Mercurian retrograde in August, where we're going to repeat all the degrees that we just experienced in July, and then we're going to go prograde in Virgo in September to repeat those degrees again. So we get to experience this Mercury that we're experiencing right now in July. We're going to experience that 2 more times. Rewind. It's like a DJ Clue mix. But yeah, we're gonna be being just reacting without thinking things through first. Like I want to be careful with that. Go inward, balance yourself, all that fun stuff. Hello, Armando. How you doing, beloved? 7 of Wands. Oh, so y'all just gonna be having 7s on the 7. So again, watching your actions. 7 being the number of God and intuition and going inward and things like that. So you got the 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, working on our inner godly stuff and how we move in. What am I talking about 7? I'm talking about 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Wands. 7 is the number of balance, interpersonal relationships, the facets of self and how they are reflecting on the other facets of self in your interpersonal relationships. Your birthday is March 7th. Oh, 3/7. Okay. Born in the month of expression on the day of God. No, this is creepy. You're talking about 7 and I jumped in. Oh, that happens a lot. I'm Sunshine. I am an invoker. I am a Virgo stellar, and I'm good at what I do. Welcome. Every time I talk about something, that's who comes in. That's how it's supposed to work. Shit, now you got me going crazy, energies everywhere. Yeah, I'm good at what I do, love. So we got the 3 of coins here. See, this one's for you. Mars and Capricorn, so I'm being motivated and that cardinal earth energy, slowing down, creating. The thing with Capricorn energy is they're very methodical. It's like that goat going up the mountain, very determined, very focused, not everywhere. I know for fire energy, it's easy to go where you called and this, that, and third, and that's because fire always be looking for the outside energy that, I need air from the outside. I need oxygen from the outside. I need attention from the outside. But like, bro, the fire, y'all got to know that y'all do it. Y'all the ones that take the attention. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need it. You give it. You know what I'm saying? When I walk in a room, it's not, let me blow on this candle to make the fire bigger, because blowing on the candles is going to make the fire go out. But the fire's over there like, I wish people would blow on me more. And it's like, no, you've already set the tone in the room. The room wouldn't be shit without these candles or that fireplace. You know what I'm saying? It's not the other way around. And that's why I pulled the 7s I pulled for y'all. But this Mars and Capricorn, being motivated and having that sense of groundedness and determination in your motivation. We're dealing with Binah with y'all, which is the 3rd sphere. That's the sphere of understanding, expression. Be mindful of that reactionary energy. I have a degree in computer Cisco networking. Where are you located? And I'm going to add you on Instagram. Yeah, you can add me on Instagram. It's the same name, Sunshine Monie L. It's just no underscores. It's all one thing. I have a degree. I decided to open up my own business. I could be locked up in an office. Well, that does well for you. hermit, because you are a Pisces, so you like to be alone. That would do well for you. And I just, yeah. Insecurities. That's what I'm talking about. Like, yo, y'all gotta work on that. Y'all is the fire that's lighting up the room. The room isn't the fire lighting up y'all. So a lot of that comes from the space of insecurities. And that's why whenever you feel somebody about to blow out y'all fire, y'all go crazy. Y'all ain't gotta do all of that. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. That's it. So y'all work on y'all being reactionary and responding, and you don't gotta do none of that. Hey, hello again, 19. How you doing, love? I may be the only fire sign I know that loves to be alone. Yeah. I really don't know too many fire signs that like to be alone. All the fire signs, whether they're Aries, all the Aries I know, always looking for love and companionship. They want that fire couple energy, that power couple. The Leos I know, yeah, they got to be around a group of people. They got to be adorned. Sagittarians I know, them the hoes. Sagittarius be where the hoes at. So you probably got some energy around that Sagittarius energy that puts you in that I want to be alone shit. Mature man. And 11. Self-mastery is key, y'all. Self-mastery is key. Insecure is not in me. What's up, Razion? Well, you're not fire, you're water. Ain't you you a Pisces? This is a reading for my fire babies. I did water already though. If you catch me on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, you can rewind. But water was the first one I did. These readings are for the fact that the sun just entered Cancer on the Vedic chart. So now we officially have the sun in tropical, Vedic, and Draconic Cancer. So the mind, body, and soul are all in Cancer right now. And this was the fire reading. And fire reading is just like y'all learning how to go inward and slow down, pay attention to your third eye energy and your intuition, finding groundedness in your motivation, working on that insecurity of your root chakra, doing some root chakra work or whatever, so that you can come out in a more mature realm. So we did fire, air, water. Now we're going to do my earth babies. That's Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So what do we have for my earth babies during this triple Cancer energy? I'm working at a funeral. I feel a lot of energy. You know what's crazy about that? So I've been getting into my Akashic records lately, and I'm glad that you walked in while I started talking about Earth, because I am Earth. And I've been wanting to learn how to get into working at funerals. So I saw, it's been in my dreams a lot lately or whatever, especially like me entering Scorpius on my progressive that's opening up my Draconic. But I've been wanting to officiate funerals. I've been wanting to get into that, and I keep having it in my dreams, like me officiating funerals, even in my daydreams, like officiating funerals. And then I saw a volunteer opportunity at hospice, and I applied for it. And I applied for jobs too, and my brain and the universe was laughing at me like, bitch, you're not getting a job. And I'm like, I know I'm not. I'm terrible at jobs. Jobs cannot keep me. I'm not supposed to be working for people. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I just have to figure out how to monetize it. Or at least like keep my resources afloat. But yeah, so out of none of the jobs responded to me. It was the hospice that responded to me for the volunteer work, and I'm like, okay, this is probably where I'm supposed to be going at, because I keep thinking about it. You said you had your whole days. I did too, especially when I was in my Leo shit heavy. Like when I was younger, I was more of a Leo than I am now. I think now I probably don't know it or realize it, but I probably do be on my Aquarius shit, because I do be rebellious. I am eccentric. I do keep to myself, because like when I go outside, I'd be like, why is everybody staring at me? But I really don't give a fuck. Now, when I was younger, I probably would have gave too many fucks and probably would have been all up in the mirror fixing myself or whatever fuck. But now I just be like, yeah. I didn't realize till the end of the day I had a see-through shirt on and no bra. And I was wondering, like, I didn't even notice people like really looking at me, but I did. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had a doctor's appointment today. But then when I went to I done came home, took a nap, did mad shit, and then I went into the bathroom and I'm like, oh. Maybe I outgrew it. I don't know. I never needed, just always wanted, you know. Even my fire sign friends be like, none of this shit. I don't even care about it no more. I feel like the longer I go without that kind of companionship, the more I'm just like, whatever. Have you looked into all of the grants that are available for women with small businesses? I haven't, because I'm not good at that stuff. When is my birthday? My birthday is 9/19/90. I do need to be my own boss because my Mars is in Gemini, Taurus, and Aries. It depends on what chart you're looking at, but they all say, yeah, you're supposed to be doing it yourself. Oh, you got contacted for a funeral. So what are you doing for the funeral? My father passed away when I was 3 months. Peace to you, beloved. Don't worry about who looks at you at the end of the day. Are they making that? No, they're not. Actually, the nicest person I met today didn't give a fuck about what I had got on. She I don't really like to talk. This when I'm doing my podcast and all that stuff, this is the most that I talk. And I talk a lot here because I don't really talk. So I was sitting on the bench and I was working on this belt somebody had ordered for me. I've been working on it for a while now because I'm doing it for a Virgo. So when I make jewelry for people, I channel their energy too. And she just feels very detail oriented. So this belt has been detailed as fuck. It's very frustrating. But so I'm working on this belt that I'm making, and this lady pulls up next to me in her wheelchair and she just starts talking to me, and I'm in my head like, Jesus Christ. Why? I've been quiet all day long. I haven't been talking. Even my doctor's appointment was a quiet one. I just listened to everybody. I let them do all the talking. I didn't have any questions. I just wanted to get my ultrasounds done for my leg. So I was just like, okay, so you're gonna make me talk today, God? Cool. I still didn't have to talk. She did all the fucking talking. I just had to listen. But she was like, she's Irish. She's telling me her name is Kathleen. She's telling me what it means and what she does and da da da. And I'm just in my head. I start to soften up. Like, see, you were tripping. You just needed to listen. She got some words for you. She's giving you what you need, and she did. She gave me exactly what I need. She helped soften up my energy a little bit. I was more Gemini as a kid than Sag as a young adult. Now I'm more like Virgo, Elma. Oh yeah, that's why you're probably in her mouth. I forgot you said you were a Virgo rising. You're a Virgo on the North Node too, right? Or was that Cali? Have you looked into? Oh yeah, she told me that. Mr. Know-It-All. I have Irish in my family and Italian. Cool. Do you smoke? I actually stopped smoking when I started tapping into my Akashic records. I've been sober since a little bit before the summer solstice. I started feeling compelled to stop smoking so that I could do the pathway prayer process. So I've been getting into that, and I really enjoy being sober. I've really been enjoying it. Yeah, when I talk, it's a lot because I don't talk often. The lettuce is from the Lord. Oh, no, you get no argument from me there. The lettuce is from the Lord. But a lot of this lettuce that's out here, it keeps giving me brain fog. Oh, yeah, Virgo North Node. That's why you want to be alone, because you're tapped into your North Node. Okay, Sean. But yeah, the lettuce is from the Lord. No lies from there. I'm at a space in my life right now where it's not time to smoke. It's time for me to focus and get certain things in order. I'm about to go into my 7th year. I'm about to be 34. And it's a certain mindset I want to have when I walk into it. I did pull a card on myself on the earth energy last week when we were talking about the eclipses, and it was calling on me to do psilocybin. So I'll probably end up doing the psilocybin on my birthday, but I'm about to be 35. Cool. Well, get the good people that are still around. Hopefully, like I said, I'm located in Florida. Florida's cool. I've been in Florida a few times. I like it there. I got some tribe members out in Florida. So Earth babies, we got acceptance on the 44. Ew. We have Neptune. Okay, my Earth babies. It's all about Neptune energy. I really like this card too. I never pulled this card for anybody before, but it's Valerian. I like Valerian root. It's good for your mental. But 44. Building for my Earth babies out there. And building on the spiritual realm too, which, I know gets frustrating for us. We Earth, and we keep being all up in this water stuff, and it's crazy. Oh, 44 at the 140. Okay. I'm smoking now. It suppresses the fire. Listen, y'all get no argument from me because I smoke every day. The fact that I've been sober this long is a beautiful thing for me. It's something new. It's not, it's just where I'm at right now. It's like, I wanted to do the pathway prayer process. And when I was reading the Akashic Records book, it was like, in order to do this process, we would like it if you didn't have any substances in you. And weed and shrooms are the only thing that I do. So I just cut them out. And I've been having amazing dreams. I've never been into indica like that anyway. But even the sativa was starting to hit weird, especially after I went to Arizona. I went to Arizona and had amazing weed. And then I come back over here and I'm smoking this weed. And it's just like, oh, hell no. Hell no. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. The Sag Sun, Cancer rising. Yeah, my Lilith is in Sagittarius. So your experiences is my dark moon. Cancer rising. That's my Chiron. Is where you're rising. You all up in my wounds, Kayshawn. Pisces moon. I don't have any Pisces placements. Virgo, North Node. Hey, respect. There's nothing wrong with it. Mr. Good Guys. I will meet your mom. Okay, reverse 8 of Wands. So we're not really moving in the realms of our solar plexus chakra. We got to work on that. Solar plexus chakra is blocked over here. We're going to work on moving that up. And that's going to come from accepting self, that 44, self-accepting and accepting the things that we have created and manifested in our space, especially with that spiritual alignment. If you trust spirit, if you trust the universe and stuff, what they create in your space, you should trust it too. You don't have to, know everything. You don't have to know everything that's going on to trust it or whatever. And if you're not trusting it, that's probably why your solar plexus chakra is fucked up. Jesus Christ, I'm talking to myself. Ooh. Trust. If you were trusting, you'd be confident. Ooh, King of Wands. Yes, trust, because you are in charge of the actions, right? You making it happen. You putting it together. You in charge of the solar plexus chakra. That's the fire in the gut that controls the mind. The third eye is also another fire, being Leo energy, which is also Tippereth, which could be the heart and the separates. And then you have fire in the so you got it in the solar plexus chakra, you got it in the third eye, and you got it in the sacral chakra, which is joy. So joy, enforcement, and experiences. That's all fire energy, and you're in charge of all of it. So if you're not, trusting the universe, you're definitely gonna be all messed up and not confident in your stuff. TikTok is always blocking my love, and I don't like it. I'm not doing nothing but reading tarot. Now y'all want to send me a notification blocking me. Oh, haters. Page of Wands. Ooh, Earth fire. We're dealing with Malkuth, which is the Earth energy. See? Still more Earth. I told you these people is my backup singers. I am David Ruffin. You hear me? So yes, moving in your energy, trusting your energy. Trusting what you manifest in your space is a result of, what it is that you asked for, where your intuitive energy is. Where's my Venus? My Venus is, TikTok is wild. I mean, and it's crazy because I was doing good on TikTok until they started I feel like once you start doing good on a social media page, that's when the social media platforms start messing with you. And I ain't the type to be like, oh, well, I'm about to just start sitting here talking about celebrities and making stuff up and all this stuff. I'm not doing all of that for follows. And I see a lot of TikTok people do that. They just be up here making up stuff. You could tell it's not really their calling to do cards or do intuitive readings or anything like that. Not some, not all. And I'm just not with that. That's why I always follow people that I got 12 followers, 200 followers. I follow them because I know they the ones that be on they own their shit, and that's why they be getting hidden. I have never used TikTok. I refuse. I was using it for a minute because it really was, I've been on TikTok punishment since the last John that we did. I was on TikTok punishment, so I ain't been on it. All right, my Earth babies. Oh, y'all need growth too. Growth all up in the heart chakra. Okay? If we grow in the heart chakra, we be all right. You gotta, and that comes with a lot of trust and valuing yourself, valuing what you do, valuing your intuition and what it brings to you. That's a lot of trust. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot of confidence and courageousness to get up there. But yeah, we're gonna focus. What I say we was focusing on, we focusing on our Neptune placement. Where's my Neptune? My Neptune is in Capricorn in the 5th house. Listen, when I tell you, I be tested. Like Capricorn don't play. But yeah, where your Neptune at? To my Earth babies. Hello, Drex. And then Caring Mother, 5. Walking in the power of your truth, that nurturing energy. Some of y'all need to call y'all moms. Some of y'all need to talk to y'all mothers. I've actually been having really good times with my mom last week or so. But yeah, that's what I got from my Earth babies. King of Wands and that reverse 8 of Wands. You're not really being confident in your empowerment, which sucks because you're a very powerful person. You are a King of Wands. So why would you be a reverse 8 of Wands? That makes no sense. Don't do that. That's not fair to you. You got the Earth fire. So being motivated and having that confidence in what it is that you create in your space. But again, 44 is the number to my Earth babies. So that's what I got for the sun being in Cancer on the tropical, Vedic, and Draconic for all 3 of y'all. Now I'm going to do a collective reading because we do have a full moon coming up. All right. And I want to talk to y'all about it. So while the moon is in Capricorn, right, we have the equal opposite energy with the sun being in Cancer, right? And we're still going to have the sun in Cancer on the tropical, Vedic, and Draconic. So the moon is going to be opposite all 3 of those energies. All right. So the moon is in what the earthly thing and what the earth is doing and stuff like that. Being that initiative energy on materializing and manifesting. Capricorn deals with the root chakra. This is the challenges that we experience in our space that give us the boundaries and the discipline and the order that we need to do what we got to do. How weak will a plant be if everything in the soil was easy to get by? You know what I'm saying? How strong the plant is dependent upon how strong the root is. The strongest people have the craziest stories. They had to overcome the craziest of shadow work and all this stuff in order to be the kind of hero that they are in the space and time, right? So being mindful of that is that Cancer, in the womb, the seed in the womb, right? And Capricorn is like the initial manifestation. So in our experiences with the sun being all these spaces, we're going to put the seed in the womb. We're going to put the seed in the darkness. We're going inward, right, with the intuitive energy. And just know that what's happening outward is the challenges that we need to strengthen that seed as it starts to spread out of the seed. And that, I don't care if you earth sign, it'll come to you in earthly matters. If you're a fire sign, it's going to come out in your actions. If you're a water sign, it's going to come out in your emotions. If it's air sign, it's coming out in your intellectual realm. But those seeds that you plant on this full moon, the challenges are going to come to it. I know a lot of times we like the release. I don't really like the release on the full moon. I like the release on new moons because it's going away. Actually, I don't even like the release on either one of them. I like the release during the waning moons because those are the actual moons of cleansing and release. So when we come to a full moon, we're absorbing. We're being energized. You know what I'm saying? We're in celebration. Ritualistic energy is like on the forefront. True, my love. You married? Am I married? No. But yeah, that's important. How you plant that seed, having trust in that seed, like that intuition 44. All these cards that I pulled today are very important for us as we experiencing being in the middle of the Capricorn Cancer energy. And then on top of that, Earth is going to be in Capricorn, right? Because that's what the full moon is. It's when the Earth is between the moon and the sun. So while the sun is in Cancer, the Earth and the moon are in Capricorn. So we're getting those challenges. Earthlings are going to experience the challenges that the Cancerous sun is giving us. Okay. And that's all about what it is that y'all want in the moon. We are in the year of conception, y'all. We're in the year of 8. This is the year of conceiving, conception, sexing to what we want to give birth to in the year of 9. So You know, while we're in this womb of our experiences, we're experiencing our experience. What kind of seeds do y'all want to plant? So I would say, like, in this full moon, plant some seeds. Right? What the fuck you want to do? Put it in the dirt. Put it in the water. You can water it for Cancer. You can put it in the dirt for Capricorn. You could do both for both of them, and then stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. That's where I would go with it. That's where I would go with it. Hey, Zodiac 12 signs, you came in right on time. Never mind, I'm a Pisces. I'm a Virgo. You might equal opposite energy. How you doing, Zodiac? Jupiter is my personal planet. He is me. I am him. We are one. I love that planet. I don't know why. I just always know where it is and everything about it. He my best friend for real. I feel that because when I listen to your voice, you sound like a child. Like you just sound like so full of joy and youth and happy. Like I would have never known you were as old as you. Well, I would have never known you had as many years on Earth as you've had. Because I won't say old because you're not old. I would have known that because you sound like a 16-year-old, and I love that. You just sound so youthful and happy. So yes, I definitely feel Jupiter being your planet. Jupiter is like Obatala. That's the energy of Santa Claus. Like that generosity, optimistic energy. You're a Scorpio. Okay, my water babies in the chat. I did the water reading already. But yeah, so you guys are definitely going to be internalizing the water sign. So we have our sun is currently in Cancer on the tropical, the Vedic, and the Draconic chart. So mind, body, and soul are all lined up in that water energy. And so when I did the water reading, I was talking about how you guys got to be careful about the energy that y'all are receiving because a lot of it doesn't belong to you, even if it's not someone you directly met in the physical. It's spiritual energy that's coming to y'all right now too, because the sun is also in Draconic Cancer. It's sounds coming to y'all that don't belong to y'all, all that stuff. So you got to be careful and be grounded in your shit. I pulled grounded cards. If you guys want to rewind on that, this is also on YouTube. She means you sound soft. Stop. Red dreads. My dreads aren't red, they're purple. I look 12. I may be Benjamin Button or some shit. Hey, that ain't nothing but some Jupiter. That ain't nothing but some Jupiter. Yeah, I had the year 8 in the realms of sex has been trash.com. And you know what? Actually, yeah, the year 8 has been trash.com in the realms of sex. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, this the more I think about it, the more upset I get. Oh shit. Yes, it has been trash.com over here. It's cool. Like I tried, you know. It's not for me in the year of 8. I ain't supposed to be having sex. I had a lot of sex in the year of 7, so it's cool. Fuck it. Well, we in the year of 8, and you know, 8 is Scorpius energy. That's supposed to be the energy of sex and conception. But maybe there's other things that you are conceiving right now, and that's why you shouldn't be having sex. Because I've been conceiving a lot of things. Don't get it twisted just because I'm not having like physical, like 3D sex. I've been, you know, impregnating myself with a lot of things I can't wait to give birth to in a year of 9. I'm being patient on it because I know that the universe's time is not the same as the time here on Earth. And the only reason why time here on Earth is the way it is to keep people busy and out of their spiritual selves. You had a personal 8 last year. All right. So overall, psilocybin, community. We're going to commune. So we're getting into our sun and our Pluto placement. So the sun and Pluto placement are in the forefront during this full moon, y'all. I told y'all the sun is in Cancer. Pluto is in Capricorn Aquarius. Oh, see? Pluto's in Capricorn Aquarius. So Pluto's going to be near the moon during the full moon time. Okay. Well, actually, the day before the moon, on July 20th, Pluto was the smallest distance to the Earth. This is the day before the full moon. So we'll probably have Pluto. What's happening on the 22nd? Pluto is in opposition with the sun on the 23rd. That's the day that the sun enters Leo zodiac. I'm surprised I don't have the moon and Pluto up here. See, yeah, I'm gonna get my notes together a little bit more. Oh, yeah. I lied. I'm sorry. On the same day as the full moon, the moon and Pluto will be at minimal angle that morning at 9:56 a.m. So 3 hours after the full moon starts, the moon and Pluto will be at minimal angle. Sick. So we're paying attention to the sun and Pluto on this day. This goes for all of my signs. I don't care what sign you are. 4 and 9. That's materializing what you want to give birth to. I told you, I'm David Ruffin, baby. These the motherfucking backup. This is the backup. And for my folks that's into psilocybin is the route to go during the full moon. Y'all want to get into it, y'all can get into it. How do you eat? What's my diet like? I eat what I want when I feel like it. I don't eat a bunch of junk. I'm very in tune with my body. When my body wants fish, I'll eat fish. When my body wants chicken, I'll eat chicken. Body don't really, that's not often. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and rice bowls. Sometimes I eat a lot. Sometimes I eat a little bit. Depends on what time of the month it is. David Ruffin and Soul Child. That's who I'll be channeling. Because these are the temptations. People see the cards and they be like, oh, I'm tempted. But nah, I'm David Ruffin, baby. These are just the temptations. Oh, bet I'm here for the Buck Moon plans. You want Amazon create a show? I experimented and took a guy home from the bar for the first time ever. He's a Leo with a Scorpio moon. Yeah, I'm good on never doing that again. Listen, I don't be doing none of that. See, last year I was dating a Scorpio, and he was into swinging. So that's where all my sex came from. I was going to swinger clubs and all that stuff like that. So I think I got myself all sexed out so that when we entered the year 8, and it was crazy because the year 8, it was like a week or so into January, and we had linked up again. And I just wanted to see because he had already turned me off. I was already irritated by him, but I just wanted to see like if I still felt the same way. And so we linked up again, and I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm good. And that was the last time we chilled. And then chill again after that. And I started talking to a Pisces, but I don't really like the way he treated me. I didn't like the way he treated me. And the sex was weird. No offense, but I didn't really care for it. But he's cool though. I like him. And I just wasn't in the mood to try to fix it. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you'd be like, oh, I really like you. Let's talk about what we like sexually. I didn't even feel like it. I'm good. Like, it's cool. I didn't feel like he liked me like that anyway. All right, we got the reverse eight of swords here. So having that aha moment or that awareness that you are the one that is binding yourself with your mindset is important here. And that's what, you guys are going to figure out under this moon is, you guys are the ones that are binding yourselves. You guys are the ones that's creating the bars and the ropes and all that stuff like that. And you want to get out of that and all that stuff. Sex is different once you wake up. It is. It's real different. It's like, even if you really like the person, it's just like, it's something that I'm looking for that I can't put a finger on it. And I'm comfortable with not having it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really comfortable right now. Like, I have so many other things that I want to do that my spirit is pushing me towards. Like, I don't even really want to date right now. Like, every now and then I get bored and I'm like, dang, I wish I had somebody to talk to or somewhere to go or something. But then I be like, nah, because not even on no arrogant shit. Like, while I'm just like there for a good time, not a long time, they over there like looking at a wife. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm not there. I don't want that. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, and I don't want to lead nobody on. The Empress card. Ew. So y'all sitting on y'all throne. That is heavy. 3. We're on 3. Creation, understanding, expression, emotional self. So being on your throne is important in this space and time. We give thanks. Ashe, ashe. Catch feels, and I just want to adult conversing. Yeah, I just want an adult conversation about spirit. Like, I just want to chill. Like, can we cuddle, watch a movie, say some dope stuff to each other, and then I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna head out. Hello, McNeil. How you doing? I don't really want nothing. And I don't even want any of that anymore. He love bombed the fuck out of me. I'm like, why? What exactly was the purpose of that? We just fucked for 12 hours. He already had got what he wanted. That's what I be talking about. Like, if you already got what you wanted, why is you doing all this extra shit? Like, we don't have to do this. You don't have to drag this out. That's how it felt. It felt like I was being breadcrumbed, and I didn't understand why. Because it was like, if you don't want to be bothered with me, if you don't like me, you could just say that. Like, and I didn't even feel like this person liked me on a friendship level. So it was just like, why am I here? Justice scales, finding balance. We're finding balance in the Sephiros of Jabora, which is the fifth sphere. That's the sphere of enforcement, and our Tippereth, which is the fire in our heart. So Jabora deals with the fire in our gut, our solar plexus chakra. That's the fifth sphere, Herakahuti, the enforcement of your internal law. And Tippereth is the heart chakra that's associated with Leo in the fifth house energy. So we're finding a balance between the two, between our heart chakra and our solar plexus chakra. So really like expressing what you want on your heart. This is number 11 attached to this. So this is again another energy of mastery. So a lot of uncovering. I really like this. So aligning your sun with Pluto, more empowerment in your experiences, for real, realizing that you're the one that's binding yourself, really walking in your power and the Empress energy. And then, finding that justice and that balance between your heart chakra and your solar plexus chakra. So let's get into the actual chakra that we into. Y'all, he got all weird and told me later that week about how he went out and talked to 3 girls. So I went off on him. Yeah, that's what they do. I think I don't even like to generalize people with they or them or men or whatever. It's more so like where you're at in your experience. That was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like on some accountability shit. Why did you drag it on? And that's what I asked myself. Like if I felt like this person didn't really like me and I felt like it was unequal for so long and stuff like that, why did I drag it on? Why did I keep repeating myself on what it is that I want? Why did I feel like, oh, maybe if I say it again, maybe if I sit here and sit back and maybe it'll be different? Why did I keep doing that? You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have did that. So it's just like, I saw the signs, but I will say I'm proud of myself because I could have stayed in that way longer. I usually stay in shit way longer. Like I'm gonna give you a whole year. I'm gonna give you all of this. I'm gonna give you all of that. But no. And that wasn't just on a romantic level. That was also with where I was working at. I was also being breadcrumbed there too, given just enough to keep coming back. You know what I mean? And every time I felt like walking away, I felt like I was even getting breadcrumbed by the universe. Because every time I felt like walking away, someone would come in to the store and say some heartfelt shit to me to keep me there. Like, oh man, I'm really helping people. I'm really doing da-da-da. This is my passion. This is what I want to do. But it was really breadcrumbing my root chakra, breadcrumbing my heart chakra, because I know what I want in my vortex and I know what I deserve. But where is my self-value at? How come I'm not valuing myself to the level that I need to be valued at? Because I know what I bring to the table. I know I'm hot shit. Why I keep giving my hot shit out for free? You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that I do that's in my purpose and stuff like that, but that shouldn't be an excuse to allow myself to keep getting breadcrumbed. I was getting breadcrumbed by people in my I considered in my community, my friendships. I was getting breadcrumbed by somebody I considered to be my friend. I was getting breadcrumbed. I was getting breadcrumbed everywhere. Just everybody's giving me breadcrumbs all over here, acting like a bird and shit. Like, nah, bro, everybody must go. And it didn't even start off that way. It started off with me setting a standard. Like, I know I'm a Virgo, and like I know in certain settings, like in this setting, it's cool the way I'm talking or whatever. But when I'm trying to have an interpersonal relationship, interpersonal conversation, my tone might be the same. You know what I'm saying? But my intentions are good. And if you could take my tone like this in this kind of setting, why all of a sudden in this setting it's an issue? You know what I'm saying? If you still know my heart hasn't changed. My tone hasn't changed. I don't know. But like, I'm not trying to be combative. I'm just trying to set a standard. Like, yo, I don't want to be breadcrumb. This is what I want in my space. This is what I feel like I deserve. And if instead of you hearing me, you want to argue with me, you want to transmute my energy, you want to do all these things, but instead of hearing me and respect me and say, you know what, I'm proud of you for speaking on your value and do, you still want to push back. That is when I started blocking people. That's when I started removing people out of my space. That's when I started, just like pulling the rug and closing the curtain and locking the door. Because it was like, oh, okay. I don't say anything, but now I'm saying something and it's an issue. I'm not dealing with it. I want to be around people that'll hear me and be like, oh, because I'm assuming that you already on this type of time, because ain't you teaching? Don't like everybody that I've surrounded myself with this past year or so, they're always talking about spirituality and empowering yourself and all this hoopla. But it's like, once I start walking in my power and I start seeing my worth, now it's a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, it's just not okay when I do it. I want to be around people where it's okay when I do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. So it's just like, yeah, that's where I was at with it. So it wasn't just like niggas woke up one day blocked. I'm getting better with that ghosting shit. I'll communicate first. But I had to like ask myself, like, why am I allowing this shit? Why am I okay with this shit? Why am I okay with this shit for me? Like, why am I breadcrumbing myself? Like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. We can accept this love. We can accept this amount of money. We can accept chasing and reminding and repeating. We can accept this. No, the fuck we can't, bro. Stop it. Stop accepting it. The fuck. Like, that's the other side of my brain was that. And I was arguing. I was creating a war in myself to create peace around other people so I can go along and get along. That shit was becoming overwhelming. And it might sound crazy to certain people when I finally open my mouth, but I don't give a fuck. Because if we played the empathy game and you put yourself in my shoes, you wouldn't have tolerated this shit on day one. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that over here, bro. I was like, dude, I don't care what you do when we aren't together. We just met. I just don't need to know about it. Yeah, you know what that was? That was some fire shit. That was, I'm doing this and I want your reaction. I want you to put Eric, because he feels like that's that fire that feels like it needs other people's interest and attention and shit on them to be a fire. That's what that was. Most people don't see that part. Sounds like y'all dodged bullets. Definitely did dodge so many bullets, because if I would have dragged that out even further, my spirit probably would have stopped talking to me. I probably wouldn't be where I'm at with tapping into my Akashic records. I'd probably still be like smoking away to like numb my shit. You know what I mean? I'm transgender. My sister gave me a mirror for Christmas. I haven't talked to her in 3 years. She woke up like, yo. Also, G shit, that was fucked up. No, that was a dark joke. Hey Z, how you doing? Pac-Man, I missed you. Acceptance, y'all. Acceptance in the root chakra. Acceptance in the challenges that you guys have experienced that have given you the boundaries, the discipline, and the order that you guys have today. You know, it's something to be proud of, man. All the challenges that we've come across. What's up with you, Z? All the challenges that we come across, they're not here for us to be walking around like traumatized victims. Like, that's not the goal. We're not traumatized victims. We're victors. We've overcome these challenges. And like I said, like this sun and moon, this is for us to put our seeds into the dirt and water them, right? And we want them to be strong, right? And if we want the plant and to be strong, and we want the flowers to be strong, and we want the fruit to be strong, then guess what? It's going to go through so many challenges inside that soil for it to be strong. The roots got to go through some shit. They got it. It's inevitable. It's a part of the process. And so we have to be okay with this under this full moon. We have to accept that. We accept the equal opposite energy to the seeds that we need to grow, because the universe is in rooms that we are not in. And the universe can see and hear and feel things that we cannot see, hear, or feel. Not to the human extent that we can. You know what I'm saying? So we give thanks and we give trust, real trust that allows us to walk with our solar plexus even when the root chakra is falling the fuck apart, because that's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we give. Nah, man, she would have woke up blocked as fuck too, because like, accept me as I accept myself. You trying to be funny, bro? This is my journey. But you look in the mirror. Why you ain't looking in the mirror? You could have bought that mirror for yourself. Lost secrets. Lost secrets, y'all. And you know, secrets in it. And then I like that it's an 8. It's 8-0. So transformations in your cipher from the lost secrets, on top of the fact that we pulled a reverse 8 of swords, bringing you back to Scorpius energy. And the psilocybin card we pulled was in Pluto, which is 8. So we got 3 8s right here. Transformations, death, and rebirth. And you already know. And then we did Gibbera, which is the 5th sphere, which is also Scorpio energy. That's the solar plexus chakra. So a lot of transformations, a lot of movements that are going to push you guys to stand in your solar plexus chakra. Don't be afraid to speak up and speak out, y'all. Don't be afraid to, don't be reactionary, my fire babies, because I hear y'all rolling up y'all sleeves like, oh shit. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying realize that you're the one that's binding yourself. So if you're going to roll up your sleeves and oh shit, do it to yourself first and ask yourself, what the fuck? Do it to yourself first in the mirror and then go out there and do, your 1s and 2s accordingly, because you already know the people around you are personifications of what's going on within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all electromagnetic energy. That's not to say that the people around you don't exist. What I'm saying is the people around you that you're attracting your space, you're attracting them because of what you got going on within yourself. Because if you didn't have that going on within yourself, they wouldn't have been around. They wouldn't have stayed around. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be there. You wouldn't have put up with that shit. You wouldn't have kept that shit around if there was something about their energy that was so repulsive or, repelling to you because you're in a different space. So, like, I hope y'all pay attention to the energy that y'all still willing to put up with, and the energy that y'all just like, fuck that, and energy that you are re-welcoming back in, especially during these retrogrades, Saturn and Neptune and the Pisces retrograde and things, and then Mercury being in retrograde real soon. Just pay attention to the energies that you're allowing back into your space and stuff. Always remember, roots go down first, burst through the ground, and then grow up. Yeah, we rooted upward. We go down upward into the cosmos at the same time. So that's why when we plant the seed, we also plant the seed with thought. We're putting the physical seed in the dirt, and then the thought goes in the air. Same thing with the trees, right? They blow. The seeds got to get blown in the air. It's tree jizz everywhere. It's all up in the fucking air. So it's rooted upward before it goes in the soil. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm not going to let you ever get another chance at that. I did it peacefully. My kids were there. My son was like, Dad, you want a shot? I know that's right. Listen, and that's what I love about the babies. The babies are a reflection of us. And, no matter what we go through, they be with the shits. And because they're a reflection of us. They're an extension of us. As above, so below, Ashe. Yeah, we not putting up with the same shit we used to put up with. Y'all, I want new patterns for y'all. New problems, new transformations, new challenges to help y'all see us grow in a different way. Remember, in order to have things that you never had before, you got to do things you never done before. You got to think in ways you never thought before. A lot of us are waiting for our manifestations to come, but they won't come until you become the person that deserves them. You have to set your frequency to the frequency it needs to be on to have things. And that's a lot of Cancer and Capricorn energy too. Cancer, where is your vibration? Where is your intuition? Where is your insides at for this Capricorn outside to occur? Is it in the right spot? Because some of you guys want these things, but are you what it takes right now in this space of time? Keep it a fucking 100. Are you where you need to be to have these things? If it came to you in the morning when you woke up, what would you do with it? Would you know how to treat it? Would you be overwhelmed? Would you be hurrying up trying to figure out how to put it in your schedule? Would you hurry up and try to figure out how it's going to blend with all the other shit you got going on? Then that means you're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. You should be nesting. That's what Cancer wants us to do. Cancer is bringing the nurturing and the nesting for us. Hey, Marwick, how you doing, beloved? And so, like, that's what I want y'all to focus on and focus on putting your energy where it needs to be to get what you want, because you deserve it. You definitely deserve it. But are you going to give it to yourself? Because if you're not, then you just, I won't say you're wasting your time, because you're not. You're not wasting your time. You just, you're spending it. You're spending it. So we're going to get up out of TikTok because y'all going to keep blocking me the more I say. Let y'all go first. Thank you. I didn't know you can get like diamonds and shit on TikTok. That's wild. Exit out of Plenty of Fish. I be streaming on Plenty of Fish. That's who I was talking to another too. This year ain't been on butt for real for the fire sign. I've actually been enjoying it. It's been very insightful for me. A lot of building and destroying, definitely. A lot of building and destroying. When I pay attention to what is preparing me for with Pluto and, Pluto being in Aquarius, Capricorn energy right now, my Draconic, Scorpius, progressive chart opening up my Draconic, my progressive chart opening up my Draconic on the Scorpius level. When I think about all the different scorpions and that I've come across and the different energy exchanges I've had during Scorpio season, like it's just all been aligned. You know what I'm saying? Like energy awareness is definitely key, and it's been very peaceful for me in this year. I ain't gonna hold you. I did a lot more destroying than I thought I was gonna do. But I'm definitely like I move in gratitude. Like I do a vision board for myself every year. And as I pay attention to the vision board and I speak to y'all about like, yo, what am I ready for? Like, am I ready for this stuff? Am I ready for that stuff? Whatever. Like, I want a lot of things, but I don't think I'm ready for those things that I'll keep asking for yet. To be honest, I didn't really put that shit in my energy yet, but I do want them. And it's like, I want something. I feel like the girl on fucking Hustle and Flow. I want something. I don't know. I want this. That's what's up. Take space. I love seeing you everywhere. It means you're doing the work. I love it. Thank you. There's a lot of hurt from a person who has no idea how to go within. Oh yeah, definitely. It's they don't know how to go within to accept themselves. So if it makes it very difficult for them to accept someone else who is walking in their authenticity. Like, this is me. This is who I want to be. This is how I want to be. I'm comfortable here. Is it part of the norm that we were indoctrinated in? No, but like if we all really walk in our authenticity, none of us would be a part of the norm that we were indoctrinated in. So yeah, you are triggering people that still want to stay within those boxes that we were taught to stay in, and that's just a part of the game. It sucks when it's somebody you're related to, but yeah, it's a part of the fucking game, bro. Definitely is. You need to start on forgiving your mom. Yeah, forgive her. This Cancer energy is a good time to work on forgiveness. Mars is in Taurus. Taurus deals with forgiveness energy. So, it's a good time to be motivated towards that new beginnings on the forgiveness realm. We give thanks. All that fun stuff. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate this talk. Hey, Sylvia. For those of you guys that are just tuning in, you guys can head to the beginning of this video. We did the readings for the sun being in Cancer on the tropical Vedic and Draconic chart, and then we did a collective reading for this full moon. I love y'all so much, and I'm so grateful for y'all. So I'm gonna head out on this 2:22 because I've been up here for 22 hours and 22 minutes. So peace, y'all.